there, right? Like that.
It works. It works.
I love it.
I'm not complaining.
I feel like that's a good new milk carton photo.
if this thing wasn't so locked down, like creation wise, I definitely would just put like I would replace. I would do like a
God,
snip
I
and
forgot
cut
we
out-
had I forgot we did the milk carton.
I love the milk
yeah,
carton.
when you guys weren't around, yeah. If this UI wasn't so hammered down and like under lock and key, unlike OBS, I would definitely have like a Slack thing as like the new Joe Hendry.
Oh,
Remember
that's
I would
hilarious.
hide Joe Hendry everywhere?
Yep.
I would just put Slack there all the time.
Has Slack seen the art yet?
Yeah, I tagged him in the story.
Okay, so we're doing this off the phone right now because like the laptop's being dumb.
Canadian.
Yeah,
That's
No,
being Canadian.
being on its last legs, and I forgot to set up my new laptop over the weekend.
Oh, that's personal.
So we're fuck it, we'll do it live.
Slack, you need a gaming PC, bro. I spent $5,000 and got a gaming PC like an adult.
I'm using a MacBook and I'm having no problems.
I'm on a desktop.
Congratulations.
MacBooks are also solid. That's true. They're also
I-
way too expensive.
I don't even have like a Pro or anything. I only have an Air. But maybe in the future, like when I get my next computer, I'll probably upgrade to a Pro. But it's much better than that fucking HP I used to use. It's a crap.
Speaking of somebody who's operating on an HP right now, but whatever.
HPs are okay. They're okay.
It's been working for me since the pandemic.
The computers I had, like, before I made, like, the jump to Mac, like, I had my, like, 10-year-old HP
Well, that's your first mistake.
that was, like, near college aged. And then I bought a shitty Chromebook at the beginning of COVID, and that was no better.
Yeah, Chromebooks are no good.
Chromebooks are serviceable. Use
It
Chromebooks.
kept, like, glitching on me. I couldn't do anything.
That's really weird.
Oh my god, man. I forgot it's Tuesday.
Chromebook is my mess around. Like Chromebook's my travel laptop essentially.
Mm.
It's good
I'm
for like
also-
everyday essential stuff, but not like long term like use.
Yeah, I'm also very heavily in the Google like ecosystem, so it kind of works out perfect for me.
That's me with Apple now. The only thing I don't use that's Apple are my headphones.
Coming to you live off the Google Pixel.
Yeah,
My laptop is technically an HP. It's an HP Omen, and it's okay. I don't hate it as much as I should.
well, you built it essentially, so.
No, I ordered this one straight from HP. This one is not an HP. I guess this is technically it's based off the motherboard. I think it's technically an Asus.
Oh, Aces are great.
Yeah, Asus is really good motherboards. The graphics card and all that. So yeah, it's Asus. I mean, this thing's perfect. This thing has no faults.
Oh wow, okay. We've got Slack Lamore. I forgot we used to call you that.
Oh,
It's a good name.
Slack
Yeah,
Lamore.
my buddy called me that, and then people found out somehow.
Because I think one of your friends came in on the chat and
Yeah.
called you
Probably.
Slack Lamore.
That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. I remember
and
that.
I'm still friends with that guy, so like, he
Shout
can
out
fucking.
to that guy.
His name's also Michael, by the way.
Well, you're Slack.
Shut up.
You don't.
Slack, where's your dad? We really wanted him.
He's outside doing work right now.
Tell your dad we said
7 o'clock at
hello.
night? Yeah, word. Tell
I
me
will.
Slack was okay.
Yeah, Slack, are you on Eastern or like Central Time?
It's
Eastern.
Eastern.
You on Eastern? I forget what part.
You really don't know geography, do you?
No, I forget what part of Canada he's in. If you told me he's near Toronto, I'm like, okay, Eastern.
It's Ontario.
Like,
But
Ontario,
minutes.
whatever.
40 minutes north of Toronto.
Okay, yeah, so that would be Eastern.
correct.
Yes, it would be. Look at you go.
Look at me knowing things.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Slack Lamore, Mr. Wild Peace here under Future Cityscapes, which is I still always like are just like who the hell
Yeah,
is that?
I gotta
Like,
remember for a second.
I'm
It's like
like,
Mr.
who
Doctor
is that?
Face.
All right, where? Here it is.
What do you hear it is for? What do you do?
The Mets. Putting the Mets on my iPad.
There is no reason to watch the Mets.
And we've lost slack again. Freaking interns.
I'm devoted. Literally, I'm so excited. Again, sorry, Ricky. We'll do another pay-per-view night, but I couldn't say no.
Okay. I'm probably gonna go see him on Saturdays anyways. Like that new Jordan Peele horror movie with like Marlon Wayans.
I thought you meant the band him, and I'm like, you listen to him?
That is a recipe for success. No, it's the it's the villain from Powerpuff Girls.
Fun fact, I put him on my Hear Me Out cake last fall.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the movie.
Did anyone see Weapons?
No.
I heard it was good though.
It's really good.
About that movie.
Good. It's very good. Would see again.
I haven't been to the movies since Sinners. Sinners was the last movie I went and saw in theaters.
Oh, so good.
A fucking outstanding movie. Jazz was like, "You want to go see his horror movie?" I'm like, I looked it up. I'm like, "Yup."
I think the last movie I saw in theaters, it was either Wicked or Star Wars re-release. I don't remember what was more recent.
Wow.
I don't go to the
Did anyone see
often.
Fantastic Four?
I did.
No.
Yeah, I saw it opening weekend.
I enjoyed it.
It's the last movie I saw in theaters.
Yeah, Ricky's our resident, watches everything Marvel, and usually likes everything. It's very few times you hear Ricky say that wasn't good.
Really?
I like to be positive. I mean, there's not maybe like the worst Marvel project. I was like, I didn't really like that, or like looking back, it was like, it doesn't really tie in.
What was one that came out like a year or two ago? It tied into like the Venom universe that everyone hated, and I don't remember if you liked it or not.
Was it Venom 3? Because that one was not good.
I heard Black Adam was really bad.
Black Adam wasn't great either.
Black Adam sucked ass.
Are you talking, Will, about because there was Venom 3 that went? Oh, you're talking about Morbius?
Morbius, that was it. Morbius.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Morbius
was.
That's your
I can say this.
movie.
That's your movie. Shut up, Slack.
Your movie.
Morbius was god awful.
Okay, there we go.
And I only saw.
Madam Web was the other one too.
Madam Web was hysterically bad.
Ricky will also defend Star Wars.
How will I defend Star Wars?
People hated the Acolyte, but you'll defend the Acolyte.
I never saw the but
here's my hot take. Acolyte's a better show than Andor. Andor's ass.
I didn't watch either, so I can't comment. You also defend episode 8. I know you defend episode 8.
What, Last Jedi?
Yes.
Last Jedi rules. It's so good.
There's nothing wrong with episode 8. I don't
the planet of gambling. And Leia just surviving with using the Force for no reason, and they just kill Luke Skywalker. That movie's very bad.
Luke killed himself.
I've only seen Revenge of the Sith personally.
Revenge of the Sith is the best Star Wars.
What do you mean? You've only seen Revenge of the Sith?
I don't. Seen the original movie?
At least he saw the best one.
I don't care about Star Wars even slightly.
You should. It's very relevant these days.
Okay, actually, sorry. So hold on. So I've seen Revenge of the Sith, and I wanted to watch Obi-Wan because I really like Ewan McGregor.
Obi-Wan was a fun show.
I liked Obi-Wan.
Watched it, but I do really like the Cal Kestis video games. Like
he should be in live action.
Survivor, like those are. I love those.
He should be in live action. I'm really pissed about that. As far as my
whole Star Wars thing goes,
I will tell you, Obi-Wan season 2. I do want to watch them,
but I know, like, I don't know. I've had like people tell me like, oh, watching release order. Some people said, oh, watching like timeline order. You have to watch the shows in between the movies, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of. I work 40 hours a week. I don't have that kind of fucking time.
I feel that. I understand that.
I would say, if you want to do it, do you want to like one a week? Like
take it slow. Yeah, take it slow.
That's what I did with
great.
Yeah, the OGs are great. My personal favorite is Jedi.
Stuff like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings was like what I grew up watching.
Revenge of the Sith, baby.
Me too.
But I remember watching Revenge of the Sith, just like it was on. I was like, this looks cool. And then I just watched it. And I had no idea it was Star Wars until about like maybe 45 minutes into it. And I was like, oh, this is okay.
What?
All right, Ricky, rank the original 6, your favorite to least favorite.
The original 6?
The original 6. So like Phantom Menace to Return of the Jedi.
Okay, my favorite is Revenge of the Sith, number 1.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a great movie.
Empire 2.
Okay.
What would be 3? I'll say Return 3, Clone Wars 4.
Attack of the Clones is 4. Damn. So
Yeah,
yeah, A New Hope
surprised you
and
was this
Phantom
low.
Menace is left.
Wait, are you saying
Phantom will be the last one.
Or Attack of the Clones?
Sorry, I meant Attack of the Clones. Sorry.
All right.
I just noticed because like I've seen the whole Clone Wars.
Clone Wars,
series.
yeah, no, you say Clone Wars,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean by Clone Wars. Yeah.
I just
Probably A New Hope 5
Even I
and
did.
Phantom Menace 6.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Empire 1, Jedi 2, Phantom Menace 3, A New Hope 4.
Wow.
Revenge of the Sith 5th, Attack of the Clones 6th.
Damn.
I can't.
I
why?
find Attack
Okay,
of the-
I know Phantom Menace is not light, so why do you have it at number 3?
Jar Jar. It's Jar Jar. That's why.
Jar Jar's the worst part of the movie. You have to. I think it's half nostalgia for me. Phantom Menace is the first Star Wars I saw in theaters.
Jar Jar gets too much
fair.
heat.
He does. Don't get me wrong. It's not it's not his fault. It's George Lucas's fault.
I really like, as a child, like, I remember doing a book report on a Queen Amidala book I had. Like, I read all the novelizations for Star Wars as part of, like, my, PARP, parents and reading after school, some after school reading thing.
That's all you. That was not me.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. I don't know if it was like a outside of Levittown thing, but I guess it was just a weird Levittown.
All you.
Great, love that for me. Well, the first one I feel like people shit on besides the Jar Jar bit. There's a lot of like
Jar Jar sold merch though. That's all that matters.
If you take Jar Jar out, the movie is one of the best Star Wars movies, period. You got Qui-Gon, first of all, Liam Neeson. You got Duel of the Fates and that epic battle at the ends. Darth Maul is a phenomenal villain, and then you got pod racing in the middle. It's a well-paced movie. It sets up the rest of the trilogy.
That N64 pod racing game was
so much
fun.
Yeah, and Jake Lloyd is like so close to being annoying, but he's not. He's like likable.
He's not as annoying as people make him out to be. He's a child.
Like, he's a child. He's 9.
Like 9-year-olds are inherently annoying. There's nothing wrong with that. But people also bitch about, there's a lot of like, there's like a whole side story about like trade federation laws, and people find that boring.
It's relevant now. Exactly. Trust me.
It's very relevant.
Justice dies in a mountain of applause.
Rewatch 1 through 3. Trust me, you'll be a better person politically for it.
So well.
If you read the Expand Universe too, and like the books, or watch Clone Wars, and just realize
the Expanded Universe is wild.
Well, realize what you did, what Palpatine actually did. You're like, oh shit, shit's actually wild. So mine is 6. 6 is the best. Well, my favorite. It's not the best. It's my favorite. I go 6, 4, 3. 5, 1, 2.
Like, I think Attack of the Clones is unwatchable.
Attack of the Clones, up until they get to Geonosis, is just boring. Like, Anakin and Padme's love story is the most unbelievable thing ever. They're a thing on the boo. It's like, I want to kill myself.
Until you watch the Clone Wars show, and then you're like, oh, this makes more sense.
No, see, their relationship in Clone Wars, the show, is actually really good. It's well written. It's believable. Like, how they fall in love on Naboo just makes no sense.
Yes, I love Fanboys. That's such a great movie. You guys seen it?
No, have
not. Watch early cut of the Phantom Menace. No.
It's a good movie. I highly recommend it.
I don't hate the Ewoks, but they were supposed to be Wookiees. But George Lucas, part of his deal to make the sequels was that he had all the licensing rights to merch and everything. So he did the Ewoks specifically so he could make his money back on the movie.
Hell yeah.
Because he knew they would sell better.
And they never mention Ewoks in the movie at all. You just know that they are Ewoks.
Yeah.
They never call them by name.
I think you're right. I think even 3PO might, but I believe you that he doesn't.
I think we just know they're Ewoks.
Well, because they just called them, like the product, they just came out and Lucas was like, yeah, they're fucking Ewoks.
And the Wookiees, they expanded upon Chewie's family in the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Kashyyyk, baby.
Yo, I watch the Star Wars Christmas Special high as fuck every Christmas Eve. It's a time.
You'll be the only person who's gonna do that.
It's really crazy.
I love that for you.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
King Arthur's in it. I think Jefferson Starship is playing in it. It's old.
Mr. Wild Pete changed his thing. Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Dancing with the Stars comes back tonight, and I really liked last year's season, but I was also
my dad's here because I needed his work laptop possibly, but my dad's here. Come in.
Oh,
let's go, Mr. Slack.
Yeah.
Here, he's making an entrance. Let's go. The Bruins? You guys are Bruins fans?
That's my wife's
baby.
team.
Bruins.
No.
Damn, that is shocking.
Heartbreak. Yeah, well, I was heartbroken this year after they got rid of Marchie. I thought they treated him like garbage, so now I'm just going to wear the shirt all the time just to let it deteriorate.
You let him know.
Wow.
I love that dedication.
Yeah. Everything's good with you guys?
Yeah, man.
Everything's great. How are you?
I heard you're engaged. Congratulations.
Oh, Kay is too. Yeah,
Kay, both are.
Kay's getting married next month, Halloween.
Yes.
Oh, on Halloween.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun.
Spooky.
Yes.
It's perfect. It's
yeah. My
engagement
ring is black and everything.
Black instead of what?
You guys will find out in October.
He tried. We tried already. We tried.
Outfit is under lock and key.
Well, we shouldn't do like a side
nice.
bet.
That's the way it should be.
A side quest?
No, a side bet. Just be like,
I fully think everybody that hasn't seen what I'm wearing should.
I'm interested.
Fully.
I'll listen. I'll hear you out.
They'll be back in a sec.
Bye, Mr. Slack.
Ricky, what are we gambling on?
I don't even know if it's a game. All right, so the last wedding I was at, and I went kind of by myself, with Sam and my friend Charlotte. We did wedding bingo.
Okay.
I love wedding bingo.
Oh, Francis is so disappointed in the Bruins thing. I just noticed that in the chat.
Yeah.
He's so upset.
Yeah, wedding bingo. So we create a bingo card and we create a bunch of different scenarios that we think might happen at Kay's wedding, and then we would kind of create these random bingo cards and we just give them out if it's me and you playing, we'd have two different boards.
Okay.
And then essentially whoever gets it wins, and then we decide what the prize is later.
All right, so I think the free space needs to be that Kay cries because Kay's gonna cry.
I think that's the free. It's a wedding, of course I'm gonna cry. That's the free
space.
So if Jazz wants in on it, we can do it with Jazz. If Mance wants in, we can have Mance.
That'll be fun.
As well.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm down to do that.
It's a great way to spice it up.
Yeah, you can also do the same board, just shuffled, so it's not in the same squares.
Yeah, the way that I did it with us, we created more scenarios than you could fit on a board, so that when you randomize it, not everybody's board is the same.
Because you know what, BING, that's what 25. You need 24 plus the free space.
Yeah, or you can just do 20. If Kay's gonna cry, and that's a given, so Kay's gonna cry, so that's already 20. We would need close to maybe 34ish, so you can kind of randomize it.
What are some things you guys are expecting to happen at our wedding?
Someone's twerking.
Show tunes. There's gonna be some Broadway show tune at one point.
MCR for sure.
Definitely MCR.
Mosh pit for MCR.
I don't know.
I don't think no one gets thrown out or escorted out early.
No, not for Kay's wedding.
Someone throws up.
The flowers are black instead of white.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Kay, you can't tell us either.
Or they're red.
So
I don't know. I haven't decided on my bouquet yet. So
does Kay toss the bouquet?
Freds, I might have plans.
I don't know. I'll I have one. What was it? Oh, I just had it. Oh, Boris is dressed up in a tuxedo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or Boris.
Oh well, you can't be the one who twerks. You can't be the one who twerks.
I'm not twerking.
That's not.
I know. I don't know how to.
That's what I say. There's no rhythm there.
I'm like,
there is. I'm a drummer. I have rhythm. I just have no.
No, you don't. You know how to bang shit. That doesn't mean you have.
There will be plenty of people on site who can teach you.
That's rhythm.
How to twerk.
That could be one.
I have the ass for twerking though. I've been told I have a very nice butt. So
what we could do is like we can have.
It's a themed meal somehow. The meal is themed.
No, it's not a themed meal. I know that.
No, it's bar food. It's even better. It's even better.
I'm gonna be. I think one of the things would be like Will learns how to twerk from a random person.
I could so see you twerking with like. I don't know. I could see my old roomie. She's a twerker. She's an excellent twerker. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Kaya. Yeah, that's accurate. I just know.
Kaya's gonna twerk. We've been working on the playlist and it's incredible.
Oh, that's a good one. Kay's music choice and like one transitions from like emo to hardcore hip hop. Like it's gotta be one song after the other.
Musically, it's everywhere. It's pretty much everywhere but country.
I'm gonna be like the theme to Rent gets played and everybody does a sing along.
So like, here's the thing. I even Liv's like, are we playing Rent at this wedding? And I like
told you.
Rent is tattooed on my body. It is my favorite show. But I would have to figure out, like, I don't want Seasons of Love at my wedding. I low-key hate Seasons of Love.
I was going to be like, they're going to play Seasons of Love.
So sick of Seasons of Love.
We used to play that at the bar. We used to play it at McKeeb's, Will, during happy hour.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I have my no playlist for the wedding is.
I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
All right,
One.
You have 3 seconds.
2. Oh, he's still here. It's fine.
All right, that's right. We're good.
So I've been like working.
You do have to get started on the show soon.
Well.
When he comes back.
Glass is his life
Trey's
out.
coming down the aisle to Jeff Hardy's theme.
Yeah. Full dance and everything. Full dance.
What do you think Liv and I are coming out to in the reception?
Jeff Hardy theme.
But if I'm going down the aisle for Jeff Hardy's theme, then we do that again?
You can do both.
You can do it twice.
Yeah, why not? It's your wedding.
Yeah, it's your wedding.
Sure. So I have a very random, like, my do not playlist is mentally ill.
No, it's gonna be okay. Nightmare Before Christmas, This Is Halloween is definitely playing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I only know the music from Kingdom Hearts.
It's a great.
Here's Slackington.
Good.
All right, you're back. Good.
Like, I'm banning Benson Boone from the wedding because I hate Benson Boone.
He's got so many beautiful things.
That fucking Moonbeam ice cream bullshit. That song.
Ice cream bullshit. Nice.
I hate that fucking song. He's a very good singer, but his music is just annoying.
It's generic.
I'm banning him. I'm banning Oasis. I'm banning Nickelback.
Thank God, ban Oasis. Wait, you're banning Nickelback? Hold on. You're banning Nickelback? Wait a second.
Yes.
As a Canadian, I take obsession to that as a Canadian.
You can allow one Nickelback song.
One.
No, there's better jazz to be played than Nickelback.
Fred, back me up on this. Fred, back me up on this.
Spotify thinks otherwise.
I'm banning Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke.
Yes, fuck that song. I hate that song.
I thought that song existed.
We can do without, but it's fine.
I'm specifically banning Single Ladies by Beyonce, but the rest of Beyonce's discography is full game.
What?
I'm controversial. I don't give a shit about Beyonce. I think she's overrated as hell.
Oh no, I love Beyonce. I'm a huge Beyonce
Slack, that's
fan.
where you're wrong.
I'm just sick of
she's
Single
good.
Ladies.
She's good. I just don't think she's
Slack,
like
your whiteness is showing.
I don't think
I'm just sick of Single Ladies. That's all.
Fair.
And like, I don't want to do that.
Well, okay, that song is applicable to you in literally no way possible.
Yeah. So it's not
Single Ladies is like the least relatable.
You were neither of those words.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Beyonce, trust me, Beyonce will be played, just not that song.
Drunken Love, obviously.
Oh, I love Drunken Love.
Yeah, Jazz is like, should we do Texas Hold'em at our wedding? I'm like, no. I don't mind Beyonce, but not Texas Hold'em.
This
not for
Texas?
A wedding.
Not
for a wedding. No. No, not at all.
Yeah. Like, also, why would you play that if you're not going to line dance?
That's what I mean. Yeah, that too. It's like, look, I don't dislike Beyonce, but Cowboy Carter, I mean, it's like, yeah.
I definitely want a lot of like Renaissance Beyonce for sure. Like Renaissance, Lemonade, self-titled.
Yeah, Jazz, like, I think Jazz's favorite song is Alien Superstar.
Oh, I love Alien Superstar.
It's a weird song.
I don't know what anyone's talking about.
I know I'm a weird song. I'm just saying it's a weird song.
Formation better be played at the wedding.
I love Formation too.
Goodness. All right. Are we ready to talk about wrestling?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's wrestle.
Let's do it. All right. Our Junior AEW Correspondent Slack is here. We're going to talk a lot of wrestling, WrestlePalooza, AEW All Out. Slack, something's flashing on your phone. That's probably you did that yourself. So yeah, we will be back in 3 minutes. Yes, Slack, I did say 3 minutes. See you soon.
3-minute warning.
Kings of the rings of the illest. Kings of the rings of the illest. Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing Kings of the Rings to the fullest. King Ricky made the hot tag to Willie T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the Queen Bee. K-Fay brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned at a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings of the illest. Kings of the Rings of the illest. Kings of the Rings of the illest.
All right, so I just came up with the funniest idea just now. All right, so when I eventually update the slides and stuff for our video intro and stuff, we definitely have to include the Slack screenshot.
Damn it!
Yep. And Slack, when he says the illest, he doesn't mean you.
I can edit and say like not the illest.
Not the illest.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 422. I am your host, King Ricky Rose. That's right, folks. It's time. It's KOTR time. Will used to say that in the original intro.
I still say it. It's me. It's Willie T. I still say that. Thanks.
Well,
Vader.
no. It's time.
It's time. It's Kings of the Rings time. Yeah, that was. I made that.
That
at
was
1
like the
o'clock
original
in the morning.
intro. Yeah, I could tell by the audio from it and all of that. With us this week for the first time in like 2 years, because we kind of forget very often that sometimes you
last Forbidden Door pay-per-view.
2 Forbidden Door pay-per-views ago at this point.
Jeez.
Yeah, because Forbidden Door just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, are now no longer an intern, but officially our Junior AEW Correspondent. Welcome back, Slack. Slack, how are you? I don't really mean how are you, but I'm just asking anyways.
We are good, man. Like, things are good up here in Canada, at least in my opinion. And yeah, just ready to talk about some AEW.
I love the enthusiasm.
Yeah, well, I'm going to the show, and I have a lot of opinions about what I'm paying to go see. So, yeah, it should be a fun night.
You sound cranky, Slack.
I'm not cranky. I'm just tired.
I see.
God, Fretsus, I'm not the core memory in the chat.
But we have a job to do. We have a job to do.
I just used to yell, "We're the Kings!" at the end of the show.
And we'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
God.
I
God, I forgot. Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, Willie T's here, K-Pape's here. We are live right now on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook at Kings of the Rings Podcast, and at Wrestle Addict Arena. We've got a bunch of wrestling to talk about. We have WrestlePalooza. We have AEW All Out in Toronto, all on the same day on Saturday. But before we get to all that, we also have WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
And the crowd goes.
Listen, we have better looking faces than pretty much the entire roster that was at that.
Yeah,
that was at that presser.
That was unexpectedly telling.
You couldn't even say it was a pressure because there was no local media at there. It was just like a video live stream with no one in the crowd at all whatsoever. So for the first time ever in the 40+ year history of WrestleMania, it is going to be outside of North America. And when you thought that WrestleMania was going to go outside of North America, we all did not think Saudi Arabia. We thought at least the UK. But when you factor in the fact that it was over $100 million bid by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to have WrestleMania, it becomes a capitalist no-brainer. It is a decision. It's an interesting decision, but when you realize that TKO is probably still going to be in debt for the next couple of years, yet their stocks are really high, it's kind of a no-brainer. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but Slack, what are your thoughts on this?
I understand it from like a business standpoint because, like you said, $100 million bid. So from a business standpoint, it makes sense. But just from like an everything else standpoint, it's gross because it just doesn't like. I can't imagine. I can't even like really put it into words what I'm thinking here. But I saw a tweet that someone said, shame on WWE for making their entire women's roster wrestle in those fucking outfits for their WrestleMania payday. And because WrestleMania is the one, not necessarily the one event, but it's like the event where like the attires are supposed to be amazing and they're flamboyant and they're just incredible. And these women are going to have to come out in fucking bodysuits. And that irks me, but just like the whole, like I heard someone once described Super Showdown as Super Blood Money Showdown, and that's
wasn't really, Super Showdown in Australia though.
Whichever one, there's too many super whatever the fucks. Like
I think they did one in Saudi too though, like the first one they did.
I feel
for a while.
So like, and honestly like. WWE's made a lot of decisions over like the last like 6 months that is sort of not even like 6 months, even longer, that have really just left me in a spot where I'm like, if I tune in for the pay-per-view, like, and it's always a maybe. Like the last time I tuned in and was like locked in was SmackDown last week or 2 weeks ago when AJ came back, because you can't miss that. But I don't know, man. The product was. I've never seen a product be so hot and then fall off so hard so quickly.
It is the fall season that happens that way.
And Yeah, at the end of the day, I get it from a business standpoint, but I don't think it's gonna be very interesting to see what that crowd is like. That's my other thing, is like, who is gonna actually travel to Saudi Arabia for that, or who's even going to be able to get tickets to travel to Saudi Arabia to begin with.
Can you imagine those like on location ticket prices? I was joking about this with AO from the Ringside Club. He was like, can't wait for those $300,000 travel packages for 3 days and 2 nights only.
Jesus Christ.
To only sit in the nosebleeds. It is wild. So no one's really going to know the number that they gave WWE. There's reports of over 100 million, up to upwards of like 350 million, compared to apparently Las Vegas Convention or Las Vegas Tourism or whatever did like a $5 million bid for WrestleMania, and that was only for like the first year. So like money wise, they'll be fine. They'll shatter all the records. For me, like Slack said, it is kind of like, as much as WrestleMania is like a showcase of like wrestling for the most part and celebrity, it is also very much a fashion show. It's very much a fashion show. More so, well, 2 years from now, more so than like the Rumble is also kind of a fashion show, but in a different way. And for some performers that are of a female body, they're able to pull off like the tight skin suit. Like some people have just looked fantastic in it, or some people get really creative with their gear. Bianca Belair obviously really creative with their gear. Nia Jax also sometimes, well, she wears full body suits for the most part, but she looks pretty comfortable in that as well. And so that is something I'm concerned of, because like it's supposed to be a spectacle. It's going to be on ESPN. It's going to be broadcast all over the world, and this is going to be our first big WrestleMania. So it's concerning. Like we said, the superstars that were there, Bianca towing the company line as best as she could, Stephanie, Liv Morgan.
It's been great for women's wrestling. Okay, Bianca. You don't believe. I didn't believe you, and I just read the quote.
She looked like
Liv Morgan only started smiling like halfway through when she realized she was on camera.
They dragged so many women out.
Logan Paul and Seth look like they just hate each other.
Oh God, Logan Paul.
Thank God Seth had glasses on at least.
Seth knew what was up.
Seth has resting bitch face.
Yeah, I was actually surprised Cody wasn't there, and then I watched SmackDown. I was like, oh, that's why Cody wasn't there. He dodged the bullet on that one.
How different do you think, though, the main event scene for both the women's roster and the men's roster is going to look, though, by that time?
It's 2 years down the road, so I don't know.
Oh, I know. They're going to bring as many...
Tiffany Stratton still has the belt.
They're going to bring as many legends...
Facing up against Jade Cargill one more time, and Jade finally wins.
Yeah, they're going to also bring as many legends out of retirement as humanly possible.
The best legends money can buy, baby.
Do you think Undertaker comes back as Undertaker?
Nah, he'll ride the motorcycle in.
No. Yeah, he'll do an appearance. I think same with
They'll
Austin.
try to get Austin. I know apparently Sean said no.
Yeah, Sean's like, I already
I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah, I think Slack brings up probably the best point, though. Travel. International travel. Like, I'd say a good third of the WrestleMania audience here in the States is international travel, including Canada.
That's shirt guys.
So that's just like the green shirt guy is going to be there. But is that going to translate to Saudi? Because from like London or anywhere in Europe to Saudi Arabia, it's about a 4 or 5 hour flight. So the flight's not that bad, but it's expensive, dude. So like I'm supposed to go to Abu Dhabi in December for work.
Wait, what?
And flights, yeah, really. So flights from Newark to Abu Dhabi are $8,000.
Wow.
Damn.
In December. So imagine what's going to be in 2 years for an event. Like, I think you priced out so many people, even if they were interested to begin with. So I'm interested to see mostly what the attendance number is going to be and how fake it's going to be. Because surprisingly, Saudi has stadium after stadium, arena after arena, apparently built in no time for all these events. I mean, say what you want about the shows. You know, Ricky and Dave and I went off on the first one for hours and hours upon hours.
And that started the work.
My viewpoint,
that was the birthplace of the work.
That was one of them, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
we lost a lot of friends that year.
That was almost
the important
10
one
years
stayed,
ago.
and then there was also you Slack, but continue.
I think as of I just got it. I was just thinking, man, I called Dave a few weeks ago. With me and Dave are cool. Like I remembered, oh yeah, the rest of them.
Not everybody was a loss.
I think time has. I think also true. I think time has told that Ricky was more right on that argument than anything else, as in the transfers of culture. Now, has wrestling saved Saudi Arabians' women's rights? No. But I mean, has it like sports washed the viewpoint of their culture in America? I mean, a little bit, but I don't think it's as the end of the world, hair on fire as it used to be. Because remember, the women used to wrestle in giant t-shirts.
They've allowed them a little bit more freedom as it has progressed. Like even Renee Young announced an event there.
Yeah, that, and not only like the crowds have been much better.
Yeah,
like it's definitely I've definitely changed how I view Saudi Arabia in general. I mean, as a U.S. ally and a partner, even though they were involved in 9/11. But I don't think it's as hair on fire or surprising. Maybe we're just numb to it. But I see this announcement, I'm kind of like, it's inevitable.
You don't expect.
Who cares?
Anything. It's like, did anyone? It was never a matter of like if they would go to Saudi Arabia. It was when they would go to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, if you expect $1 billion global corporation to have morals, that was your first mistake.
As soon the UFC has done countless shows in Abu Dhabi, and whether it's pay-per-views, whether it's fight nights, like, and the market there is ridiculous, but the crowd is the other thing that was brought up. The crowd for a UFC show in like any city is the energy is always there, and then they go to Abu Dhabi and it's just like the most polite crowd ever. Like some guy
there was quiet.
Eats an absolute death right hand from a guy that like just obliterates him, and the crowd's like, yeah, that just happened.
That's what happens when you don't have alcohol.
Like, oh my Allah, he hit him so hard. Like,
oh my
Jesus
Christ!
God, why do we bring you back again?
Also, Abu Dhabi is in UAE, not Saudi Arabia, but same region, same religion. I don't know if they're
probably hate each other. Travel for that show, like we said. Like, I like the idea of the mix of that crowd, though. Like.
Maybe some Europeans. I don't think many Americans are going to go.
You know what else I'm wondering about?
A mix of the Europeans with the Abu Dhabi crowd would just be like
Saudi
a very
Arabia
interesting. Saudi Arabia crowd would be a very interesting thing to see.
God, it would be so funny. The camera pans over. It's just George Kittle shotgunning gear. Him and Jelly Roll.
And then they get immediately apprehended for
Saudi Arabia
into the arena.
I'm just wondering what the WrestleMania culture is going to look like in general. Like usually for Mania, like it's not just WWE. Usually the indies follow the host city. Like,
that's not happening.
Oh yeah, that's not going to happen. They can't afford to go over there.
Like.
Also, and this is celebrities in general. Like, who are they going to get to sing America? Are they going to sing America the Beautiful?
No, it's not a national anthem. Absolutely not.
It's an American event, though.
But it's happening in Saudi Arabia. You wouldn't play the national anthem of another country in another country unless it's like America.
Well, when they did Mania in Toronto. Did they do both? I mean, when they did events in Toronto, they do both.
Usually, but
they do both.
Did they normally do it at SummerSlam? Because I was at SummerSlam.
Hey, when you guys watched AAA, did they do it in AAA? Triple Mania last weekend?
Yes, they did.
They did.
They did both.
They did both.
They brought back Lillian Garcia, but I doubt they'll do it this time around.
Yeah, I also doubt. But hey, then again, we are allies. So.
They didn't do it when they were in SummerSlam. If I remember correctly.
Don't like it's WrestleMania Libya.
No. So the interesting thing that you guys have pointed out is definitely like the crowd, because it is marketed. WrestleMania is marketed as a global audience. You always hear like 53 countries, representatives from all 50 states. Blah, blah. You're not getting that.
Yep.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to be 3 countries. Or no, you're what they're gonna do. Drew McIntyre's on the card. Scotland, that's a country. Sheamus, Ireland, that's a country. You know, like
yeah. So it'll be that, and also when
Rusev, Bulgaria, that's a country.
Who on the roster is gonna be left off the card because they don't want to do the show inside? Like, do you think anyone's actually gonna stay off the card?
It's the roster. It's too far away to determine what anybody's gonna do.
It is, and I don't think any of the roster still doing that. Like, I mean, fucking Punk went, Sami Zayn went, AJ Styles went back.
Yeah.
So
who knows? But the last thing and the final thought that we have here, when WrestleMania was created and it started to expand as kind of a cultural event, especially in the Americas, WWE and the powers that be at the time, Vince McMahon, could have easily blackballed every other indie promotion and every other wrestling promotion from doing anything in that city during that time that WWE and WrestleMania is there. And he never did that. They never did that at all. They allowed all the other companies to come in and do things, because WrestleMania became more than just that show. It became like a celebration of professional wrestling on a global perspective. That's and it's great for the entire business, and everybody got a chance to do something. And there are so many things you can just see, but it doesn't involve WWE. And I've said it for years. The worst thing about WrestleMania weekend is WrestleMania. That's how great WrestleMania weekend is. You know,
SummerSlam weekend was so ass.
But did you get chopped at SummerSlam weekend? Anywho, I'll talk about that later.
Yes, I did.
I've seen that video. It's hysterical. But you're not going to have that in Saudi Arabia because, like Will said, those other smaller indie promotions won't be able to afford the travel on top of hotel stay. And then you have to pay your performers and set up and find a place to do it. It's not going to happen. So I'm interested to see what happens in North America, whether AEW counter programs, which I believe they should, or a bunch of the other indie promotions come together, pick a host city like New Orleans and be like, we're going to have our own kind of festival around the same time WrestleMania, because I'd go to that.
I think the vibe
the ones that aren't affiliated with WWE.
First AEW pay-per-view, like when they just, I think it was All Out or All In was the first show they ever did, and they just ran it. I feel like that's the culture that we're gonna see. Like,
honestly, it would be a great time for AEW to run their biggest show of the year, All In.
Yeah,
especially when WWE is not around that weekend,
or give ROH like
they'd kill.
That give ROH, more exposure to as well. Like, there's not much going on in ROH, but it's still a good promotion. Like,
that's true. They did put Death Before Dishonor free on YouTube, which is kind of an interesting flex. But we can talk about WrestleMania. Yeah, apparently it's a good show. Bandito won stuff. But we can talk about all that. But we do have to move on. And let's talk about really quick about the Worlds Collide show that happened this past weekend in Vegas. JBL MVP once again.
Hysterical.
What a hysterical person. That show is great. JBL needs to do Worlds Collide all the time. Here are the results. Dom is now the king of the Luchadors, winning the AAA Mega Championship.
So great.
I'm glad you guys convinced me to go with Dom.
Beating Vikingo, Psycho Clown, and Pagano retained the AAA Tag Team Championships, defeating New Day. Natty becomes #1 contender for the Reina de Reinas Championship, defeating Fabi Apache, something that none of us saw except for maybe Will. Mystery Iguana and Lola Vice beat Finn and Roxanne with an appearance by Demonito, which was great. And Ellie Hill, the Dr. Wagner Jr., retained the Latin American Championship, defeating Dragon Lee, Ethan Page, and JD McDonough in a ridiculous match. And the Lucha Showcase was absolutely bonkers. I watched a mini suplex a full-grown human being flawlessly.
Excellent match. It was really fun.
It was really fun. It was a great thing. Dom obviously won. He had his father put the belt on him.
So great.
Amazing.
And it's written out. And there's some little tension in the Judgment Day and all of that stuff. Real quick with that, our predictions now. Will you actually won by a point for World Cup? Which means Kay is still in the lead with 113 points and a 73% winning percentage. And me and you, Will, are tied at 105.
Damn.
68% winning percentage. So with 15 matches between WrestlePalooza and AEW All Out, there's some wiggle room here.
Fuck me. Yeah. Also, quick note on Worlds Collide. It currently has 1.8 million views on.
So they are
YouTube.
staying consistent. That's good.
Another successful, Triple Mania currently has 2.7 million. That was 3 weeks ago or a month ago. So yeah, I mean, good numbers. Yeah. No matter how you look at it, that's good numbers for them.
All right. So moving on to our first prediction of this week, AEW All Out is going to Toronto, Ontario, Canada this Saturday, September 20th. Now at 3 p.m. to not compete with WrestlePalooza. That means all of us wrestling marks win. So no one can complain and no one has to choose between watching one or the other. Pending AEW actually goes off at 7 p.m. and they don't run till 9 because that's always up in the air.
Yeah, pending you potentially want to pay for both of them.
At this point. Yeah, so our Junior AEW Correspondent Slack is going to be in the building. Slack, where are you sitting for this event?
We have
in the parking lot.
We have floor seats.
Oh, really? Yeah. Slack, who are you going with?
Just a couple of my buddies. I don't know if they're
broing out in Toronto. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're floor seats by the ramp, but not like further up from the ramp, but still on the floor.
Nice.
Like back of it. But yeah, like it should be a good weekend. I had plans with someone before this show. What?
Sorry, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing at the chat because Taquan just...
Taquan is a psychopath.
Jesus Christ!
All right, sorry. Real quick, Will. Remember Joe Nucci that we met at SummerSlam? He's coming.
Of course,
Shout out.
Of
hey,
course.
Joe. Welcome to the chat. So, Joe.
God, what a weekend!
Shout out to Joe Nucci.
Finally got my voice back.
So I was going to say something. Sorry, AEW All Out. Slack is going to be there on the floor. We don't know how he got there, but he got there. And we're going to start at the top of the card with our first actual prediction of the show. The AEW Championship is on the line in a match that was supposed to include Wardlow, a returning Wardlow, but Wardlow is injured indefinitely again. So,
yeah. Ouch.
So.
God, remember he was going to be the
he was supposed to come back and be the next big thing, and now he's injured again. So Wardlow got swiped out by the Don Callis family representative and current TNT champion Kyle Fletcher, who I think, in my opinion, has a giant upside. He's freaking perfect for AEW. However,
God, he looks like Lance Storm.
You should have seen him with hair. In my opinion, I'll go first. I'm already sold on this match. Hangman's your golden goose right now. Kyle Fletcher is literally a replacement for Wardlow.
Yeah.
So they're going to put on a good match, but Hangman's retaining that. Slack, what do you think? He'll be in the...
100%. I think Kyle Fletcher's a great prospect for AEW, and he's a lot of times like people like are just sort of categorized as like once teamed with so and so, right? So it's like Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, they used to team with Adam Cole, and they're sort of like always like tied to that person. And I thought the same thing for Kyle Fletcher when he was in the faction with Ospreay, because Will Ospreay being the star that he is, it's like, oh, Kyle Fletcher's like the guy that teamed with Will Ospreay. He's not that guy at all. He's Kyle Fletcher. He's really done well since breaking away from Ospreay. That being said, Hangman is winning this. There's no chance that Fletcher wins this. As much as I like him, this is Hangman's match across the board easily.
Yeah, I think we're all going Hangman here. I think this is a no-brainer.
I also do. This match is not going to main event. There's no way.
Oh, we know it's not going to main event. I just put it because it's the biggest title on the card that they would be going for.
Because it should make
it should. It won't. However, when you have two Canadian boys going up against FTR for the first time ever, this is definitely going to main event. Adam, formerly known as Edge Copeland and Christian Cage, formerly of the Patriarchy, even though he got kicked out, going up against FTR with Stokely halfway on the side. For apparently the first time ever, two legendary tag teams from two different eras. Obviously, the Edge, no pun intended, to Copeland and Cage here because they are in Toronto. We're going to get a massive pop. Slack might be deaf by the time he gets out of that show. And to be honest with you, Edge and Christian, because I'm not calling him Copeland because that's just weird to me, don't have much time left. They're going to put on a fantastic show at the end, but I think if AEW learns anything, it's you leave the crowd, you let the crowd go home happy. I think Cope and Cage, as you're calling it, are retaining. Slack, what do you have for us?
Yeah, I have the same as you. If this match wasn't main eventing, I would say that FTR actually would probably go over if this wasn't the main event. Just because, like, I don't know, I feel like they would just have Christian turn on Edge, like have everything be so perfect, and then like right at the end, Christian screws him over if it wasn't main eventing. But yeah, the pop is going to be insane. It's just the atmosphere. Because I was at the show, the I Quit match between Edge and Christian. I was at that show as well, and the energy in that building for them versus each other was insane. So yeah, just Edge and Christian for sure are going over, and it's definitely going to send the crowd home extremely happy for sure.
Is this their first match?
No, second.
Yeah. Second?
Yeah, because they teamed against Wayne and Sabian, right?
Yeah, the patriarchy. Yeah, the Save Christian.
I'm glad that Kip Sabian's got something to do. I've always liked him.
I'm feeling FTR on this one.
Wow,
little rebel here.
Yeah, I mean, because I saw his thing on Twitter, so it's probably not true. But
great start, Will.
Which one's Dawson? Which one's Dawson? Which one's Dash? Said that if the FTR loses, they retire. So I don't know if that's just a Twitter beef or if they're actually going to make that into a storyline. Yeah, beef on Twitter, but still, if this isn't their first match, I think they do something kind of ballsy
that's my buddy
here.
that bought the floor seats. What's up, man?
Ah, you're the one who got slapped there.
Yes,
you're the one who's slinging dick to.
That's my buddy Kevin. He just got married back in August.
Oh, congratulations, Kevin.
Oh, congrats, Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know. My guts singing FTR on this one.
Kayfabe.
You need a good shock in this
I'm
show.
also going Edge and Christian.
Yeah,
I think it main events. I think it'd be dumb for
it has to,
for
right?
a not main event. Yeah.
I don't know. There's also nothing more satisfying than a Canadian with a broken heart.
Damn. Me last October.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's serious. That's serious.
Wow, yeah, I can't relate actually. So moving on to the next match on the card, we have a 4-way for the AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter, who's actually healthy for once, versus Chris Statlander, Long Island Spinus versus
who's actually healthy for once.
Versus Tekla, who's just kind of psychotic, but she's fun to watch.
I like the name Tekla or the Claw. Oh, the Claw.
Tekla's relatively new. She's already factioned up. This will probably be recency bias. Look, I didn't know where they're going to go with this, but there is nobody that has the promo edge like Toni Storm does, and I think that's why she keeps it. Also, AEW has done a residency at the 2300 Arena in Philly for the last 3 weeks, and Toni Storm last week did a Philadelphia street fight, and she cosplayed a Sandman. Will.
Oh my god!
That's incredible.
So
cigarettes?
No cigarettes, but kendos. But
yeah,
kendo stick with Sandman written on it in ECW. It looks like he signed it.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Came out in the whole thing.
I love that.
Bashed her head with whatever she was drinking and spit it out to the crowd.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a beer can.
Perfect cosplay. And for that alone, because I just watched the thing, I'm going Toni Storm.
Agreed. I don't know how Sandman's still alive.
No one knows.
Disagree.
Possible.
All right, tell me why the Claw is winning there, Slack.
No, she's just there to fill it out. I'm sorry, but
no, you're not.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't know. Part of me thinks that because Will said about FTR beating Edge and Christian, there's always room for a shock, and I feel like this might be the shock, and I think there's a chance, just a chance, that Jamie Hayter wins this. I don't know why. I've always liked Jamie Hayter. She's one of my favorite women's wrestlers, so maybe that's my bias coming in. But I feel like because I'm trying to think, like, if she doesn't lose it here, who? Because I don't think Mercedes is going to win the belt from Tony, because I feel like
she's on her own journey right now.
That's why I feel like Mercedes' whole thing is that she's going to always be chasing that championship, and it's going to take forever for her to win it. So I don't know who takes it off Tony, but I feel like this would be a good opportunity to take it off her just to, freshen things up. But I know I'm probably wrong. I'm like 90% sure I'm wrong, but part of me thinks that there's a chance Jamie Hayter wins this. So I am going to go Jamie Hayter.
All right, real quick, Sideberg, Mr. YLP. I know this comment is related to how is Sandman still alive, but I have some bad news for you.
New Jack is very dead.
That happened over a year ago, Mr. YLP. So welcome to the future. But moving along. Okay, who do you have for this?
I'm also going Tony Storm.
I thought they were going to say Jamie Hayter.
No, I don't watch AEW like that, or like at all, really. So I don't know shit about anybody right now, but I don't think this is the time for Tony to drop from what I know of. In terms
it
of
might have been a can of White Claw, to be honest with you, because it was black and white when she smashed it, so I'm not exactly sure.
That would have been
I can't think of who beats Tony, though. That's my whole thing.
Non-alcoholic White Claw. It's just water.
Right. The thing, you know what kind of, I don't know why, but ever since Jamie Hayter came out with the red hair and she looks like kind of like a thicker Timu Becky Lynch, I just can't take her seriously.
Yeah, I hope she
don't know why. Yeah. I'll see.
I missed the black.
Does Chris Statlander still boop people?
Of like blonde. I missed that look.
I get it. So Will, are you going with Tony here? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Never. Always and forever, my girl, Tony Storm.
Yes. After pie to the face and all, back in her WWE days.
Oh God, how far we've come.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anywho, speaking of Mercedes, I already know who I'm picking. Mercedes is defending her TBS championship against Riho, who is back. Yay! Oh, yes. Unironically, the first ever AEW Women's Champion Riho has returned from God knows where the hell she's been, and she came and is going up against Mercedes. That's pretty much the story. Mercedes recently has said she has 9 belts. She wants to beat Ultimo Dragon's 10 belt record, like the one from the picture. The other thing as well is that she is several weeks away from beating Jade Cargill's TBS championship reign record, so that's going to happen. And for that,
definitely.
And for that, Mercedes is winning. She's going to get like 11 or 12 belts.
Yeah.
She's going to break the record. After she breaks the record, who knows what's going to happen? But Mercedes is winning this flat out. Slack, say what you have to say. You're not going to change my mind. You know this already.
No.
Slack, I'm ready to say you're wrong.
No. I know I am picking Mercedes. However, personally, I always like a good spiral storyline where it's just like this ultimate destroyer just slowly spirals out and starts losing. So I would have booked this where like she loses this belt and then the next pay-per-view for whatever championship she loses that one. And she loses them all slowly, and then she wins
one by one.
And then she wins the AEW World Championship when she's lost.
You can still do that because I like where your head's at because she has titles from some very not
random
well-known companies. So if you get that challenger on AEW TV, that's a win-win for everybody. So I like where your head's at with that.
Like okay. I don't think Tony Khan is a petty bitch. He is. But
no.
He But part of me feels, I don't know, man, like I know Mercedes is probably gonna win this, but like wouldn't it just be amazing if Riho won this? Like she comes because Riho is like the ultimate underdog. Everyone knows how good she is. Yes,
K in the back.
I love Riho personally. I love Riho. I don't know why.
The country of Japan.
I'm just asking if someone that again watches AEW. Never. what is the appeal of having Riho win, and who is an amazing four besides Riho, and I guess you and the country of Japan?
Look. I don't necessarily think Riho is the best option to be the one taking the belt off of Mercedes, but part of me feels like Tony Khan, as petty as he is, I feel like he's more about the story, and I feel like we might be on the way to my story with the whole Mercedes slowly spiraling out and losing her belts, because that gives these smaller companies major exposure if one of their stars beats like the biggest star in women's wrestling right now. That said, I do pick Mercedes, but part of me is like, I won't be shocked if Riho somehow does this, even with just like a small package.
You're upsetting Tony.
Oh, please. Fuck Tony.
Anyway, we got. Oh my God! So Mercedes all the way down the line.
Yeah,
it's pretty much a no-brainer.
Yep.
All right, now things are about to get really, really weird, and like weird, I mean like AEW weird. For instance, Jon Moxley is going up against Darby Allin in the coffin match.
Love it.
Darby Allin, who's fresh from climbing Mount Everest, and Jon Moxley, who is now targeting Darby Allin, just because Jon Moxley needs something to do. Him and the Death Riders actually just got Daniel Garcia just joined them last week, as well. So there's that. Yay. Yeah, remember when Daniel Garcia was? Yeah. Anywho, so this is a coffin match. I don't know. Exactly.
No, I don't.
That's exactly my point. So Moxley, Darby, coffin match. This is going to be wild. This is going to be kind of insane. It kind of fits the theme for All Out and what All Out I believe should be. It's a toss-up for me. Like, I don't know. So Slack, convince me either way. Who's going to win this?
Okay. So we all know how I feel about Jon Moxley. I do not really care. I've always thought he was boring, whether he was Dean Ambrose, whether he was... Yes, Kevin, we know how you feel about Riho. We know.
Kevin, you're allowed on the show anytime you want. Continue.
We hear it in the group. We hear it in the group chat. He called this his beer break match. By the way, the Riho match is his beer break match. Anyway, I think Moxley's still boring, regardless. Him and his H&M crew with their fucking white T-shirts, like looks like he bought them in bulk, and I'm just like,
if you wanted white shirts, why the hell would you go to expensive ass H&M?
Because I don't fucking know, man. Where's you going? Mark's Work Warehouse? Is that a Canadian?
I don't know what that is. Yeah,
that's a Canadian thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a Canadian.
Kay will be back.
Okay, so, and I love Darby Allin. He's one of my favorite wrestlers on AEW's roster. I've never actually seen him live, which is crazy. He's always been injured, so I'm glad to see him finally. And I don't know, like if Garcia hadn't joined, I don't know, man. I really want to go with Darby just because like he's like one of my favorites, but like I don't know, mate.
Spit it out, Slack.
I'm going Darby. Do not rush me. I'm going Darby Allin.
Oh, we're rushing you. We have
going
with
Darby
with help from the ops and possibly like I don't know, maybe like Eddie Kingston or some shit.
Yeah, the over-under. How about the backstage interview?
Yeah, Moxley bleeds in the first.
He starts cutting a promo with Renee. His head just starts bursting open.
Yeah, Moxley bleeds in the first 5 minutes for sure.
Okay, so here's my official prediction here. I think Darby loves to take a beating. That's just how he is as a person, and as a performer. And Moxley, who is kind of just floating around right now, but he doesn't have the belt, needs something to do. They just got Daniel Garcia as a new person, so you have to reestablish the Death Riders as something formidable. So I think Moxley beats Darby here in the coffin match.
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time Darby's won anything, really?
A TNT title at some point?
I feel like that's why Darby might win this, because like he needs to get like that momentum. Because he's like everyone loves Darby, but he needs the momentum more than Moxley does.
That's true. And that's also true, Friar Canuck. A 5-pack of Hanes from Wally World Walmart will get your whole crew clothed. That's so true. When Kay returns, we will get Kay's prediction for that. But Will, who are you going with?
I'm also going to go with Jon Moxley.
Yeah. I think it's a perfect fit for John Moxley. He can cause chaos. He can destroy Darby, and Darby will just get him and be like, "Please, sir, let me have another." You're like, Darby hasn't really been relevant since Sting retired.
What are the chances that Moxley goes to open he has Darby beat, and he opens the coffin, and for whatever friggin' reason, Bryan Danielson is inside the coffin,
and then he snaps his neck, and then Bryan Danielson's gone. Oh, because that would be crazy. That's going all out.
I feel like that's gonna happen in that match, regardless. Not necessarily with Danielson, but I feel like Moxley's gonna open a coffin, and someone's gonna be inside. Oh, it'd be so fucking funny if Danhausen or Orange Cassidy was inside the coffin. Like Cassidy inside the coffin would be fucking hilarious. You know,
Orange Cassidy would be hysterical.
I'm calling that. Orange Cassidy's gonna be inside a coffin, 100%.
Jesus, that would be very interesting.
That'd
be interesting,
that
but very much an AEW thing. All right,
moving on. Orange Cassidy inside a coffin is gonna be amazing.
Moving on to the next match on the card, it is Mark Briscoe versus MJF in what is going to be known as a tables and tax match. That's right. Tables and tax is like the only thing I guess you can use. MJF literally, here comes Kay. MJF literally just got married the other week, and he's like, I'm going to go wrestle again. And here's where we're at with that. So tables and tax, MJF versus Briscoe. Before we get to that, kayfabe, I know you were gone for a little bit, but now you're back with the jump off. Shout out to Little Kim. But Moxley... Thank you. Moxley or Darby Allin in a coffin match? Who do you got?
I'm going to say Darby. How do I sound, by the way?
You sound fantastic.
Wonderful. I have different earbuds that I just got that I'm not used to. So here I am.
Gotcha. And with that being said, tables and tags, MJF versus Mark Briscoe in the feud that for some reason will not end. Slack, what are your thoughts on this?
My first thought is that there is not a single wrestler on the AEW roster I care less about than Mark Briscoe. I find him just so I'm not gonna say it out of respect, but there's a very obvious reason why he is still getting this push and getting these big matches.
He's still endearing. I've learned to like word of the day.
See, the thing is that I actually I liked him when everything went down and everything happened with Jay, tragedy. I really liked Mark Briscoe. I found him really endearing. I was like, yeah, he's just like this backwoods fucking guy that just loves to fucking fight. That's awesome.
Backwoods of Delaware, baby. Gotta love it.
But I'm just
they exist.
I'm just so over it. I don't freaking care anymore. I just don't. So,
and he just had another child. He needs the money.
Yeah, that dude needs a hobby outside of
he
needs something else to occupy his time. But yeah, I think MJF does win this, just because I feel like MJF kind of has to win this, just because Briscoe got to pick the stipulation and all that, and MJF needs the momentum.
Are they coming for you, Slack? Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, that's on my end.
Oh, never mind.
I thought there was actually outside my window, I'll be honest with you. But no, I feel like MJF needs this more than Briscoe does, because Briscoe is for people other than me, I find him very endearing. So I feel like Briscoe can afford a loss here, and I think it just makes sense that MJF wins the match, because it tends to have. If you've noticed, other than the DogCon match, MJF usually wins matches that he didn't pick the stipulation for. I've noticed that. He wins the Fatal 4-Ways that he was put in. He wins the Iron Man match. He wins the match against Cody. So I feel like MJF wins this. It'd be really friggin' funny if he won it with an inside cradle or a hammerlock takeover. I feel like that'd be great. As much as I love Darby, him winning with that hammerlock that headlock takeover is still one of the best things that AEW's ever done.
Oh yeah, I remember that MJF storyline. So who do you have?
So good.
Me, I'm gonna go MJF as well.
Kayfabe.
Go with the bigger star. There's always a bigger star.
Yeah. Kayfabe.
Who do I always vote for? MJF.
With that being said, For me, I consider the atmosphere and where we're at. We have always known Toronto as bizarre world and kind of a crazy place. And what do they love? Crazy motherfucking people. Mark Briscoe fits the bill, and nothing would make those kooky Canucks happier than seeing a Long Island prick get taken down a notch.
I gotta be honest with you.
I'm gonna go Mark Briscoe here.
You could walk the streets of Toronto for 3 minutes and find 5 people that look like Mark Briscoe. Like, it's insane. Like, the way that city is.
Debatable.
No, it's not. No, there's no debate. Zero debate.
Okay.
But, yeah. Yeah. It's a great city.
Can confirm. Great city. Can confirm. Moving on to the next match on the card. We're almost done with this one. It's going to get also a little bit weird. All right. So the AEW Unified Championship is on the line, which I think is just the AEW Unified Championship, not the 5,000 other belts that it encompasses. I don't know.
The Intercontinental title?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. So essentially, Okada. There was an AEW Unified tournament, like the Continental Classic, but it's the AEW Unified tournament, even though it wasn't supposed to be, because there's still going to be a Continental Classic tournament, but there's now a tournament for the AEW Unified Championship. Whatever. I don't make the booking. Tony does, obviously. So Okada is going up against Konosuke Takeshita, who's then going to go up against the winner of the Beast Mortos versus Mascara Dorada this upcoming Wednesday for Dynamite, or as they call it, September 2. Remember, what's going to be in London, Ontario. So the winner of that one will be in this triple threat. I'm so confused by this Unified Championship, to be completely honest with you. But that's what's going to be. It's a 3-way match. So, and by the way, just for reference, if anyone's going to even pick the Beast Mortos or Mascara Dorada, the Beast Mortos is also known as Mr. Mercedes Moné. Anywho, with that being said, there is something brewing between Okada and Takeshita. But for right now, Okada's winning.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever the Beast Mortos or Dorada is just going to be cannon fodder for whatever happens between Okada and Takeshita. But I think Okada retains this for now.
Yeah. It's hard to go against another Golden Goose.
This is true.
Yeah.
Slack, you have thoughts? Or maybe none?
No, I don't disagree. I think Takeshita's moment is coming. I think he is going to separate from the Don Callis family. Although, part of me kind of hopes that Okada is the one, because, fuck, man, like, how the mighty fall. Like, I like Okada still, but Jesus Christ, the aura is so gone. Like, it's a sad state of affairs.
That's a bummer.
Like,
well, when you make him say bitch for like 5 months, what do you think was going to happen?
Like, honestly, like when I remember at Forbidden Door. What is so?
Not you. I'm so sorry.
Why can't it just be? Yeah, for real. That's a good.
Don't get too self-conscious here, Slack.
No, I'm not.
There's somebody dressed up as a clown on the Mets broadcast, holding up a sign saying, "I suck at fantasy football."
Oh, nice!
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, thanks, Joe Burrow. Ruined my week 2.
And the rest. Well, sideburn real quick. He has grade 3 turf toe. He's going to be out for like 3 months minimum.
Oh,
I know.
no.
I know. I picked up Daniel Jones.
It's not okay. It's not okay for you. You're done.
Justin Fields was concussed.
Yeah, but it's the Jets. I expect that to happen.
Yeah. Happy week 2.
They're also done.
Yes. All right. So where were we, Slack?
No, just talking. Just the fact that Okada's aura has just like fallen so far. Like when I saw him when he came out of Forbidden Door for his match against Danielson, the energy was insane. And then when he came out at another Dynamite, the energy was insane. And now, I don't know, man. I just don't give a shit about Okada. But
I'm glad Will and I saw him at like his peak when they did that joint New Japan show during WrestleMania week. You know, the day they attacked Bret Hart.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. That was weird, but yeah.
So I think Okada does win this. I think Takeshita does beat him eventually for the belt.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Takeshita eventually beats him for the belt. I'm just not sure which one of them is separating from the Callis family. My gut tells me it's going to be Takeshita, but I would hope it's Okada because fuck, he needs like something to do other than just calling people bitch. Like it's just.
I will tell you. I will say this: the Don Callis family is maybe my favorite AEW faction currently. Most because Don Callis is an amazing heel character.
Yes,
he is absolutely fantastic. But enough of the Don Callis family for the rest of the show. Moving on to AEW's really never been poor at last minute booking shows, but AEW's poor at last minute booking the show. So the AEW World,
I can't read that.
My God, you're getting okay. The AEW World Tag Team Championships are going to be on the line in a ladder match fatal 4-way with the reigning AEW Tag Team Championships Brodito, Bandito, and Brody King versus 4 teams that we have no clue about. We will find.
Well, how are we going to predict
That's
this
not
one?
fair.
I will tell you. The other 3 teams are going to be determined during September to remember on Dynamite, and the pairings are the winner of Top Flight versus Hechicero and Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family. So I lied a little bit. You also have the Bang Bang Gang versus the Young Bucks, and then you also have Jet Speed versus Kip Sabian and Killswitch. So those are your 3 other matchups. I'm playing it safe and just going with Brodito. They literally just won these tag titles, and Bandito is on fire, and Brody King finally looks relevant for once. So I'm going with Brodito. But if you need me to predict, if you need me to say who the other 3 matchups are, I will do that for you.
Can I just hear them for curiosity's sake?
Hear them again?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have the Bang Bang Gang, which is like Billy Gunn's kids, versus the Young Bucks. Top Flight versus Hechicero and Josh Alexander of the Don Callis family. And then Jet Speed, which is Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight, versus Kip Sabian and Killswitch.
I think Jet Speed, Bucks, and Josh Alexander go into that.
I'm going to go with Brodito winning, but the Young Bucks are definitely in that match.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Young Bucks,
really?
baby. They're going to turn this ship around.
Nah. Well, you're really fucking funny, wouldn't it? And then,
I hope they get eliminated on Dynamite, so your pick is totally irrelevant.
Wouldn't it be so fucking funny if the Bucks win it, but then they're not allowed to actually carry like the nice championships, and they just have to carry around like plastic belts? Like, I think that'd be so. Will may have changed my pick. Oh shit, he may have changed my pick. Oh no. No, I'm still going Brodito. But that'd be so
Kevin, I'm assuming you're talking about the CFL, and the question is, I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, Brodito over Young Bucks. This is going to be really, really interesting. All right, second to last match on this card, we have the Hurt Syndicate, who, if you don't remember, they hurt people, versus Ricochet and his new little Goonies, GOA, which I actually don't know what that acronym stands for. But they're just big bad goons, and they just
on
arrival. That's what I was thinking too.
It's
Gates of Agony.
Yeah.
Yes, Gates of Agony and Ricochet versus the Hurt Syndicate. This is a toss up for me. I'm leaning towards the Hurt Syndicate. But Ricochet annoys me as a heel, and I get that's the point, but I just don't see them beating the Hurt Syndicate just yet. I think the Hurt Syndicate still has a little bit more pull on them. They're still a little bit more popular. They're clearly what the Hurt Business was supposed to be, almost. And yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Hurt Syndicate. Ricochet and GOA winning would surprise me, to say the least.
I agree. Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah. Slack, what are your thoughts on this? Do you also hurt people?
I would hope not. I have two thoughts about this. One piss break. Second, the thing is here is I noticed is that the third man is not going to be MVP. Like, it's going to be, I don't know who it's going to be, but I feel like it could be Cedric Alexander if he isn't. I don't know if he's still signed with WWE or not.
TNA.
It's going to be Boris.
So I feel like there's a chance.
It could be Boris.
So obviously MVP is not going to be the third man. So I think for that reason, the Hurt Syndicate wins this. pretty cleanly, probably with just like one of the random, either the Gate or the Agony taking the pinfall. I'm not sure which one's which.
I just had the dumbest idea. What's the third man be like Brock Lesnar, who's on his way to Indianapolis and just stops in Toronto real quick?
Jesus. He would get booed out of the freaking building. 100%. But yeah, so, whoever I don't know who the third man's gonna be. It's probably gonna be like, I don't know who it'll be, but it's not gonna be MVP. That's for damn certain. So,
Swerve.
No, Swerve's hurt.
I know Swerve's hurt.
So he's out for a while. Watch it be like AR Fox's. AR Fox needs something to do, and AR Fox would be really interesting in part of the Hurt Syndicate.
What if it's Scorpio Sky?
Oh my God! Oh that would be interesting. That would be very, very interesting. But Will, who you have for this? Ricochet or the Hurt Syndicate?
Man, I'm going with Ricochet.
Okay, I like that.
Ricochet.
All right, so we have one last match on this card, and it is Big Bill, who has been calling out Eddie Kingston, and for some reason you can't teach that.
How you doing?
Exactly. Eddie Kingston, who has been injured for an awful long time,
long time.
But he is making his return, and this is just going to be for selfish reasons. I'm picking Eddie. Eddie's awesome. There's no reason Big Bill.
Eddie all the way.
I mean, I could.
Slack. Is there an argument for Big Bill to win though?
That face says no.
Fucking shot. no fucking shot. Eddie Kingston is one of my absolute favorite wrestlers, just period. Because he is. No one told Eddie Kingston wrestling isn't real. So like. Eddie Kingston.
Trust me, I interviewed him. I'm very aware he has no idea that wrestling isn't real.
I will never forget Eddie Kingston telling Rusev / Miro to redeem these nuts. That is still one of the funniest things I've ever heard on AEW television. Also, I just fucking adore Eddie Kingston, man. Like, there's so many funny moments. Like, how nonchalantly he announced that Tomohiro Ishii was going to be their fourth man. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's Ishii. He's our guy. And he just anyway, Eddie Kingston wins this 100%. I'm sorry.
This is
I just love Eddie Kingston to death. He's my favorite wrestler in the world, man. I don't give a shit. He's the best.
Eddie's awesome. I have no bad things to talk about Eddie Kingston. So yeah,
I'd love to sit down and just have a beer with him.
I've had a conversation with him. You can find it on our YouTube page somewhere. But yeah, I've talked with Eddie Kingston before.
I don't even like beer. I'd sit down and have a beer with that man. Oh man, he's so funny.
I kicked him in the ring once.
That's right. You did do that.
I did.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy time. All right. So that ends the all-out portion of the show. Slack will be there in the building. We will not be there at all. Thought about it for a hot second, but we will not be there.
I'll be there.
Yeah, we will live through frets. Actually, is what we're gonna do.
I won't even be there on my TV. I'm just going
to. I need to find out where Frets is sitting.
Frets will probably tell us in the chat somewhere. So, anywho, Slack, what are your expectations for the show? How well do you think this pay-per-view will be? Will it be 1 crown, meaning like the exploding barbed wire death match, or will it be 10 crowns like the ending of WrestleMania 40? How well do you think this pay-per-view will be? You will be there, so what are your expectations?
I feel like because I'm going to be there, it's probably going to get bumped up a couple of spots then, because there's a couple of matches on here that I'm like, as for like the ladder match, I feel like might be a bit of a mess, and Hurt Syndicate is just sort of there to fill in the spot, and yeah, just some of it feels a little like this could be on Dynamite, but for the most part,
it's very true.
I think it really, yeah, like the bottom half of the card, as much as I like the last like 3 matches we talked about are easily like Dynamite, like co-main events. That said, with the live atmosphere and everything, I'm going to say 8 out of 10.
I'm actually going to go 8 as well. I think they're going to put on a really good show. I think the less popular matches won't be that much won't have that much an effect on the overall show. So I'm gonna go 8. I'm thinking positively about this, and AEW will probably prove me wrong, but I'm going 8. Will?
6.5. I'm not that impressed.
Wow.
Yeah, his Shania Twain that don't impress me much. Love it. Kayfabe, who you got?
I was actually also gonna go 8. Like AEW really gives a fuck about All Out, and even though on paper a lot of it seems mid, I think it might surprise us.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with too. I think it'll be.
Too many multi-man matches.
Yeah, we have 2 3-ways and a 4-way.
I will say that. Yeah.
Give me a good story with a one-on-one match. There's not enough of those on this card.
You don't really have any, to be completely honest. You don't. There's not many of them.
A tornado women's tag match.
Yeah, that's who I might actually meet Harley Cameron next month, and I'm very excited for that.
Ooh, where at?
Pro Wrestling Tees exhibit at Pro Wrestling Tees spot at New York Comic Con.
That's so cool.
Yeah. yes, Joe. Eddie Kingston was part of the match where the ring turned into snakes and sparklers. That was called the exploding barbed wire death blast. And if you ever need a good laugh, watch that ending to the Titanic theme song, and it's amazing. It really, really is. But moving on, flipping the switch, folks, to WrestlePalooza, the first PLE or pay-per-view on the ESPN family of networks. Actually, it's just going to be on ESPN's app, which half of the IWC doesn't actually have access to, including myself. I will actually not be watching this live in any way, shape, or form unless I steal somebody's login for whatever. It's also going to be Saturday night at 7 p.m. from Indianapolis, Indiana. So and there goes Slack because he's totally out of it. He will return. And unfortunately, Slack is back again. Anywho, this is going to be a major event. There's a reason AEW pushed their show up, because there is no reason to compete with this when you have ESPN
jerks
to compete with. It's a smart move. Any which way
no, because I had personal plans that were perfect, and then things got all fucked up. And
yeah, Rick, you could just get a free trial of a VPN and watch on a laptop.
I could.
On Netflix.
I could. I'll have to figure it out. Who knows what's going to happen? I think my priority is going to be going to see that movie. I haven't been to the movies in a while, and now I'm craving movie theater popcorn. So yeah,
you can DoorDash movie theater
that.
Popcorn to you apparently from AMC.
Yeah, well, you can also buy movie theater popcorn to go
and then leave
at
That's
AMC.
True.
It's great.
Is it just not the same for you?
It's not the same, but they do give you a thing of butter to put on it too. But I like the movie theater experience.
Yep,
that's me.
Yeah, the theater is dope.
I'm not gonna.
I'm home I'm back at my parents' house this weekend, so I'm missing this live as well, which is unfortunate. Seems like every time I go home, WWE's just like, "Oh, Will's gonna be in Massachusetts."
Yeah,
and with
I will be at the Mets game, so I'm also not watching. I'm going to tune in late.
Yeah, with WrestlePalooza, ESPN is going all out. They're doing a bunch of shows. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman were on First Take today, I believe, as well. So expect a lot of this integration happening sooner rather than later. There might also be on the Stream Beast for the win. Thank you, Charles. There might also be a whole section of WWE on the ESPN enhanced app as well. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, I'm
wondering if it's gonna be easy to find the replay, because ESPN app, it's mostly just, hey, here's what's live, and then here's our archive. But WWE is brand new, so is it gonna be easy to find?
I don't know. We'll have to ask people who's actually running that thing, and I do have an inside source on that one, so I'll have to ask them. But the first match on that we're going to go, and what has pretty much been solidified as the main event, the ripping pants man himself, Brock Lesnar.
That was so funny. He's like, I rip my pants, boys. They're blue. My undies are blue.
Versus John Cena one final time. Thank God. Hopefully. John Cena was in Springfield on Raw with his. Apparently, the reason he wears 54, where he has 54 in all of his merch, is because that was his number in football, and that's one thing me and John Cena have in common, which is very interesting.
That was your number 2.
I was 54.
Oh, that's why I have 54 on his soccer jersey.
Yeah, because that was his football number. He was an offensive lineman, which is hysterical to me.
I didn't know that.
cool.
I figured he'd be too small for being all
He was
lineman.
probably bigger and had a different body type for a while, but he talked about it. He talked about not being afraid of Brock. Brock being back is also just a weird thing that's currently going on right now.
Him and R-Truth was almost funny.
Yeah, I bet you that was a Brock thing too, where Brock was like, "Give me R-Truth," because he loves R-Truth. He thinks R-Truth is R-Truth is hysterical.
He is.
I mean, he's not
wrong. This is obviously, of all the matches on this card, this is a giant toss-up because it's easy to say John Cena's going to win because this is his last time out, but we've seen John Cena lose before, most notably at SummerSlam to Cody, which obviously really started his revamped run as a babyface. But you have Brock, but we don't know how long Brock's going to be around. Is this just a one-off and Brock's going to just disappear? I don't know at all.
Brock probably wins the Rumble.
Don't even fucking say that.
In Saudi Arabia.
No. You know who wins the Rumble in Saudi Arabia? A returning Braun Strowman, and he puts his greatest Royal Rumble championship belt on the line.
Oh, please stop that! You stop that right now.
You know what? Second, here's who wins the Royal Rumble. The only person who can go undefeated in Saudi Arabia, Mansoor, comes back.
Mansoor.
Wasn't
he released?
He was. No? That's why it's funny.
Yes. Yeah,
that's why it's funny.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna happen. I'm gonna pick Brock for this one.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like, someone convinced me Brock or Cena. I know Kay's going Cena, I'm assuming.
You know what?
What?
It's so funny you say that. I don't know. Because I was like really thinking about it this morning because up until this morning I was gonna go Cena, but with the way WWE's going lately, I don't know. Part of me feels like they might want Brock to win.
We know Brock is here because they want to pop a lot of ratings, and the casual person that watches ESPN loves them some Brock Lesnar.
But do we know?
Dude, if they do that SummerSlam match just again, I think people would lose their fucking
Brock
mind.
Just dominates John Cena again.
Yeah. Or they do the reverse and Cena just hits him this AA after AA after AA after AA.
I would love for that, but I'm like,
Lesnar might allow him to do it though, because I feel like Lesnar and John are really close backstage.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? This definitely is the most interesting. It's like, what the fuck is gonna happen? And I like the video package they did on, I believe it was
part 1, because part 2 is gonna be this. Yeah.
Part 1. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this is actually very well done. Because I didn't realize how like their careers kind of like were parallel in the beginning.
Yeah, they were the legendary OVW class.
Yeah, the OVW guys. So, I think who the fuck knows what's gonna happen? That's what makes this match so interesting. Unlike AEW, it's kind of like, Okada's the golden boy, he's gonna win. MJF's the golden boy, he's probably gonna win. Yep, the Hangman, he's the golden boy, he's probably gonna win. It's like, okay, this one's just like, oh fuck, who's gonna win?
what is I have a question. Do anyone I need a historian know like Brock Cena's like record on each other?
Record?
I don't know. The only thing I do know is that John Cena after this
has the winning record for sure.
I think Cena has like five more appearances left after this, which makes me, and with that being said,
that's why I'm like so fucking stuck.
I think
this is a program. I don't think this is a one-off match.
John Cena has a record of 2-4 against Brock Lesnar. So Lesnar has won 4 times, Cena's won twice.
Okay, so you always have to have somebody who you really can't ever get over the hump, and I think Brock Lesnar is that for John Cena. Mm-hmm. I also think now, with the amount of time or lack thereof, the amount of appearances that Cena has left, I think if you do this in a very Hollywood-esque way, a very Rudy way, John Cena has to lose to create some doubt up into his final appearance.
You're right. I'll go with Brock.
I hate to say it because there's for many reasons that I do not like this man, Brock Lesnar. I think Brock kind of being that one that John Cena just can't quite get over, especially if this is like the last time ever, which is what it's billed as. I think Brock wins.
Yeah, so was The Rock.
Yeah, but The Rock's not coming back anytime. Have you seen The Rock lately? The Rock's not doing well.
Yeah, The Rock looks
The Rock
sick.
will show up in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, no, The Rock lost 60 pounds for a movie, but I think it's Brock. Like a last time ever, I think it's Brock. I like the kind of what if John Cena could actually vanquish Brock and he can never do it. I like the Brock winning this.
That is awesome.
And watch it be Cena because ESPN.
No, I'm picking Cena, I think.
I feel like ESPN is the
Slack.
I don't know. I feel like ESPN just feels more like a Brock Lesnar win.
The
I don't know
thing
why.
is that I don't think the fans get if Punk and AJ don't win, because I feel like there's a chance they don't.
Girl.
If they don't win, Cena wins. But if AJ and Punk do win,
Brock less than 5 minutes, man. You're crazy.
Listen, it happened with Kofi.
If Brock wins, he.
Yeah, that was on TV.
Yeah, but it was
it
was on TV, but it was also the debut episode of SmackDown on Fox.
At Fox. Yeah, but it's on TV. This is a pay-per-view.
Yeah, Brock
and
could win really quickly. Yeah,
I can see Brock winning in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think the ESPN. It's like, okay, you want to have the quote unquote real athlete because Brock was UFC champ, so Brock's been on ESPN before. Yada yada yada. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, we'll see.
Especially if you're introducing like a fake sport to a real sport audience. Yeah, who do you think's gonna win this fight for real? The guy who's on steroids, the guy who's on less steroids.
That's true. Right. I mean, listen, when I was watching college football on Saturday on ESPN and they were promoting this event, they didn't mention Cena. The first thing they mentioned was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, there you
go. They mentioned, oh, have you seen Brock Lesnar? Blah 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 blah. It was on Monday Night Football too. They talked about it as well.
Yeah. Go because he used to play football.
Exactly. So that might be your tell right there. Moving on to to probably the most predictable match, but also the match that everybody, including all the wrestling fans, are excited about. For the first time in over 10 years, AJ Lee returns to the ring with her husband, known as AJ's husband, CM Punk. Yeah,
that was funny. That was good.
Versus Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
I'll allow
it. Who at this point, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are essentially Team Rocket in disguise. If you really look at the
yes,
and Larry's Meowth.
Larry's Meowth. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Listen, you made a whole stink about AJ Lee coming back. She's not losing. Her and Punk aren't losing to Seth and Becky. And Seth and Becky being, again, just really
so fucking funny.
Really dumb and stupid, but still really heelish, I think works for them in a weird way.
Yeah.
That once they lose and them kind of going crazy, I think it works. But yeah, Punk, AJ Lee and CM Punk are winning this.
Oh hell yeah!
Very easily.
Yeah,
very easily. It's no brainer there. Punk, yeah, it's great. Yeah. AJ Lee's getting really good in her promo work. AJ Lee's psychotic facial expressions are great. I also love how AJ Lee said, "Well, I am from Jersey, so I am known to shank a bitch."
Loved it.
Now, do you think AJ or Becky takes a bump from Punk for Becky or Rollins for AJ?
It's possible.
I hope so.
Because I don't know why possible. I had this weird. I know it's not going to happen, but I've had this weird thought that I could like. What if Rollins stomps AJ after the match?
I want Punk to GTS.
No,
I think that's too much. Yeah, I think that's too much.
I know it is, but like GTS too much. On Becky would be sufficient. But fuck, wouldn't that? Because I don't think people really buy into Rollins as a heel. They just boo him because he's going against Punk. So some real heat would be. They probably won't go as far as the stomp, but I think Rollins does do something to AJ for sure.
Rollins is too big and she's too small.
And you're on ESPN. That's not happening.
Nah, it's so good.
That's not happening. I think Becky taps out to AJ Lee's submission finisher.
Oh, for sure.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I think Becky taps. Whatever happens.
Unless AJ is using the standing slice spread again, but I don't think she will.
We will find out. I mean, listen, she looks in fantastic shape. I'm very excited for this match. Oh, my man, Joe. Rollins and Lynch.
See, that's what I was thinking too.
Booking this long ways.
This does lead to, I think, AJ versus Becky at Mania next year for the belt.
My only thing against that, Joe, and it's nothing against you. You are a wonderful person. But it is, You don't make a hoopla of somebody coming back for 10 years and sell her merch like out of a Dickens. Her merch is selling so good. Bailey wore her merch. Bailey wore AJ Lee's merch on Raw. Okay.
She can't lose.
She can't lose.
Can I play devil's advocate and say like a possible storyline that they could run with if they did for whatever reason decide to put Becky over?
Knock yourself out, Slack.
Just a thought that I had sitting here. What if like that's how they get to Becky versus AJ at Mania? Because I feel like there's a chance that like Becky's not winning. There's no way. But if they were to book Becky to win, that would give Becky especially if Becky were to like roll up AJ for a shock win. Becky could say like, "Oh, like back of the line, like I beat you, like regardless of a tag team match," and that gives AJ, because I feel like AJ is going to win the Women's Rumble. Like it feels like she's probably going to be the one that wins it, or maybe like Liv Morgan or something. But that can give AJ a reason to win the Rumble, and then the shock choice that she goes for Becky instead of like a world championship. Like probably not going to happen because I don't think Triple H books that far in advance. I feel like that dude is starting to book week to week like Vince did. But
have you seen the writer's room?
Yeah, so I feel like if they were to put Becky over, like that could be where they would be going with it, but they're not. But no, like Ricky said, you don't make such a hoopla about someone's return and then don't put them over.
Yeah.
But WWE's done that before, where they made a big deal about someone's return and they come back and they like look at Brock. Brock, when the first time he came back, it was the oh my moment of like the year, and then he doesn't win his first match back. And it's just like they've done it before.
Yeah, that's true, but you can't compare the longevity of Brock being gone and then he comes back to AJ Lee literally just never showing up in anything and then coming back.
But yeah, listen. But I'm pretty sure Punk wins.
Yeah, I am too. Moving on to literally the only title that's on the line on this card. Io Sky stepping into the care, WWE Women's World Championship. Battling for that because Naomi is pregnant and is going to be not going to be around for a very, very long time. Yeah, shout out to Big Jim for all of that, especially at the height of her run. But yeah, stepping into the care finally gets a world championship match. Io Sky, Jeans of Sky. If anybody remembers, Raw after Mania, they faced off against each other, and it was really, really fun. With that being said, the title is on the line again. Io is arguably one of their best big event performers in all of WWE, gender notwithstanding. Stephanie Vaquer, though, is literally the person they're pushing to the moon. It wasn't Io at that presser, it was Stephanie Vaquer at that presser with everybody else, with the greatest stone face ever.
I'm so glad I don't speak English well.
She's getting better though. She's
fine. Yeah, she's
getting better. I'm gonna go, and also Stephanie McCare is like my second favorite female wrestler next to Mercedes. I'm gonna go with Stephanie here.
I agree.
This one is interesting because I have to ask myself two questions. Does Io Sky and Asuka need the belt?
No.
No. Now, do you have Asuka cost her the belt, and that starts the feud?
Yeah.
That would work. Question number 2. Does Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley need a belt? Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does a lot. So I'm also going to go Stephanie Vaquer. And also, like, Io Sky, they took the belt off of Io Sky for a reason. It doesn't make much sense just to put it back on her again. Now, granted, they wanted to give it to Naomi. But... So it's like if you have this kind of situation, you have two options, right? You either give it to your most reliable star, which would have been Rhea Ripley, and your biggest star, which is Rhea Ripley. They didn't do that. So option number 2 is you make a brand new star, which they have in Stephanie Vaquer.
You can even say Stephanie started to become her own star, but they didn't have to manufacture. The wrestling is my first language promo at Evolution I was like, perfect.
Yeah. No, the fans get it. And the one that she puts her face in your ass, that move works too.
Devil's kiss.
The devil's kiss, yes.
Yep, that will also get you over. Very much so.
Yeah. It's really funny that Charlotte did that in NXT for the longest and no one cared, but Stephanie did it and everybody cared.
Also, poor Kairi Sane. I feel so bad for her.
Kairi!
It's like the way she does it every single time is just like more and more evil. It's hilarious. Asuka is having just as much fun as I am watching her have fun.
It's, you know what's funny? She probably did it once and then it just got over and then there was like, keep doing it.
Keep doing it.
She was like, yep. Okay. So Stephanie McCare, clean sweep, especially on WrestlePalooza on ESPN, make a new star. It works out perfectly. Moving on to the match that kind of got finally shoved in there. Cody Rhodes coming back from having a child that we all didn't know about until it happened.
He had a child?
Yeah, he had another child.
Yeah, like a week ago.
That's why Cody was. That's why Cody was gone.
I thought he was filming a movie.
No,
that too.
And having a child.
They started, and well, that too. Yes, he's Guile in Street Fighter coming up. But yeah, he was filming. But yeah, him and Brandy had a second child, but they kept really secret. And then Drew McIntyre, the year in and year out hater of the year of WWE. Pretty much what it is.
I hope he goes for the WrestleMania tweet 3P.
He might tweet WrestlePalooza, actually. That would be really funny. This is just a straight up match.
He tweets out congrats to Cody and Brandy on your brand new baby.
Yeah, while Cody's unconscious, like in the middle of the match.
That'd be so great.
And with that being said, Drew's gonna take this loss.
No, he needs a tweet at Brandy Rhodes, be like, I'm your new baby daddy.
Ooh, that'd be so good.
That could happen.
With the photo of a beaten down Cody.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm the captain now. This is a non-title match that we know of so far, unless something
Cody's
changes.
The fucking champion.
Oh.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Cody for a while because his wife had a child.
Yeah, I was wondering why Cody was on the marketing for Paris so heavily, and then he just wasn't there.
I think the burp just happened to be.
It's like Drew Barrymore.
There's nothing he could do for it.
Oh yeah, props to WWE for letting him, do that.
Yeah,
as the top guy and take a whole month off.
Of all the top guys, Cody is the top guy, and you're going to want your top guy to go over on ESPN. So I think, and Cody's perfect for ESPN.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he is the white meat of white meat baby faces. Everyone's going to love it. He's going to kick off the show. This is what WWE is about, a family man.
Crazy pyro all over the place. Like this is, it's going to start with a huge bang, and they're going to boo the crap out of Drew, and it's going to work perfectly. Cody
American hero, fireworks,
Indianapolis,
he's going to come out carrying a gun, it's going to be great.
And have Street Fighter gear, it's going to be perfect.
I'm also going Cody. I'm going Cody, but with no gun.
Two guns just for that.
No gun, Cody.
Slack, I'm assuming you're going Drew McIntyre.
What?
Made him think about it.
What, Slack? You don't like Cody? What's wrong with you? Do you hate America? Don't answer
that. Don't answer that one.
I don't know. I kind of I don't know, man. Like I've said, I like a good spiral, and I feel I would love to see Cody go full Homelander. But
he said he's not doing that though.
That's not happening
anytime
soon.
I know he won't. But
you know how much Wheatley vodka pays him?
Nah, shocker, fucking shocker, man.
Hey, but Russians drink vodka, and they're always heels.
Jeez.
That's true, but they drink Russian vodka. This is American vodka, which is liked by nobody.
Yeah, which means it's imported from Russia or Poland.
Yeah,
I'll go with the group.
Cody Finger Guns, exactly.
Cody Finger Guns. That would have been a great show title if it wasn't Slackapalooza right now.
It's not too late.
No, Kay already made the
I know. I'm just joshing.
Yeah. It's a great cover, by the way, Kay. Thank you for that. Final
I
match.
had so much fun doing it.
Yes, the final match for this weekend is the Usos, down since day one-ish again, versus, I guess, the other half of the Vision, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Hey, they were on TV at the same time today, on Monday, so that counts for something.
That does count as something, I guess, right? They're kind of a faction, non-faction. I mean, like I said, I don't like to call them the Vision. I like to call them the Seth Riders because it literally is just the Death Riders WWE style. Here's what's going on here. Jay's turning villainous in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of comparisons. they're like, oh, this is something Roman would do. You're turning into just like Roman, and I am freaking here for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although that Yeet merch and the Yeet chant is over so hard, I can't see them pulling the trigger.
The Yeet chant is slowly losing its momentum, I think.
That's a lie, sir. And you know.
Very slowly. Very slowly.
Maybe in Canada, Slack. Not in America.
We're not very easy over here.
Well, no one's very easy anywhere. It's more like Yeet. Yeah.
Yeezy. We're not very Yeet.
Oh, I heard Yeezy, and I was like, Yeezy.
I heard Yeezy too, and I'm like,
I was like, completely different problem, Slack. No
For
one
us, it'd be more
Yeezy.
like A and stuff. Like if someone did A, we would probably get them over as hell.
That's true. That's why you have the weekend. So with that being said, I'm going with the whole. Who doesn't love the weekend? He's the king of Toronto.
I saw him in concert last month.
Nice.
I don't like the weekend.
He's fine.
He's fine. I hear it coming. As anywho, so I think what. Oh, you gave me a shocked face, Kate. I was like, "What did I say?"
No, I'm yawning.
I got you. We're on the home stretch, folks. We promise. With that being said, I think you have to create a little bit of division between the Usos, and I think of all the really over people on this card, the Usos are going to take the loss here. I think Breakker and Reed get displayed in a very beautiful way, especially former athlete Braun Breakker. Did you know they're going to say he was a former Baltimore Ravens running back, blah, 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 blah. You know, they're going to really yuck it up for Braun Breakker. Trust me.
Do you like a Stephen A. Smith to go, this little guy? Look how short he is.
Honestly, I really want a Stephen A. Smith integration in WrestlePalooza in some way, shape, or form.
I do. I want him and Booker T on commentary.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
Specifically
for the
Stephen A. Smith will be out here, and the dogs, they are barking for the one Braun Breakker.
Fucking Booker T going, shucky ducky quack quack. I love it. And Vic Joseph trying to
That's
corral
like Vic Joseph in the middle is like, guys, only one of you can beat a characteristic black guy, all right?
Exactly. Oh my God, what a channel. Stephen A. Smith's definitely gonna be there. This is what he's been waiting for. He's gonna be salivating at the mouth to get on.
I don't know, dude. I mean, he didn't do well with UFC. Like him and Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan almost punched him in the mouth when
but he's so bad.
Well, that's
Stephen A. had to put his foot in his mouth.
I think this is more because Stephen A. has done like the WrestleMania pre-show before when they were in Los Angeles. So I think this is more up his alley, and I think he's going to fit in perfectly for whatever they need him for, because he's going to be there. I wouldn't be surprised if First Take is from Indianapolis on like Friday, and they're just there. You know, Pat McAfee's going to
Pat McAfee's doing commentary. Michael Cole should be back. Where's Michael Cole been the past few weeks?
Well, he only missed. This is the 4th show he's ever missed, I think.
I know, because he missed last week's SmackDown, this week's Raw.
Yeah, I don't know. He deserves a break. He doesn't take that much time off.
No, of course not.
But back to this match. Who else is going? Breakker and Reed, or is it just me?
Yeah, same.
I'm going them too.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah, there we go. Breakker and Reed, a clean sweep on that one as well. And ladies and gentlemen, that finishes our predictions for WrestlePalooza. Now time for a very interesting Crown It. So how well do we think this PLE is going to be for the first time ever on ESPN for those of you who have this app? You're going 8 again.
I go 8. No, I said 6.5 last time. I'm going 8 this time.
Well, you did 6.5 for All Out, and I understand that.
Yeah. This one's an 8. I think this one has more interesting matches, better stories, and outcomes I'm more interested in seeing, because I don't know exactly what's going to happen outside of Punk and AJ Lee.
Yeah. Kay, what do you got for this?
I'll also give it an 8. I feel like it has to be strong just because of the ESPN factor. Otherwise, I give it a lower score.
I think the you mix in ESPN, you mix in the fact that AEW essentially acquiesced and put their show before them, and competition always will bring out, you're going to, pressure makes diamonds or coals, and you have competition here, and again, you have the power of the mouse via ESPN. They're going to go bananas for this show for all intents and purposes, no reason whatsoever, just because it's a debut, or as you like to say, sorry, it's the season premiere. It'll be something like that.
Sorry, Chris, it's the season premiere. The dumbest thing in wrestling.
And it's going to happen. I'm going to go 9. They're going to go bananas with this.
Charles is going 7. An underwhelming viewership would not surprise me.
And I understand that because it's also Saturday, and Saturdays in the fall are dominated by one sport.
And it's for the boys, Ricky. It's for the boys and college football.
And college football dominates no matter what. Which reminds me, Miami and Florida are playing in that, so maybe I'll.
Yeah, dude. Nash got to take all of his wedding food home. He's like, boys, I got half a cooler of cake, 20 pounds of chicken, and 5 pounds of bacon wrapped scallops. And my wife's a vegetarian. Football on Saturday. I'm like, I'm not gonna be here. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm like, dude, I want to eat all of that food. It was so good.
Exactly. Slack, how old do you think this pay-per-view will be? I mean, you won't be seeing it because you'll be in Toronto, so.
Well, so I'll probably find a way to watch some of it. Honestly, like, and I'm thinking somewhere between like a 6 and a 7, maybe. Like maybe a 7. I honestly feel like a lot of the matches on this card are gonna underperform. I really do. I think Usos tag match falls flat. I think Cody and Drew starts fun, but then maybe runs too long and people stop giving a shit because that's just how every Cody match goes eventually. For me, anyway. I think Vicaire and Io probably have the match of the night. I hope it doesn't underperform, but I feel like AJ and Punk's match is just gonna get by on pure just like hype. And same with Brock and Cena. So like the hype might put it to an 8, but then like in retrospect it could probably be like a 7. So like I don't know. I'm gonna say a 7. A bit underwhelming.
Understandable.
Just because I don't.
Ooh, we got more.
I just don't get excited about the idea of old man versus old man as like a main event for a show like this. Like, and especially with old man.
You want to tell Brock Lesnar he's an old man?
Brock,
you know what, Slack? You know what, Slack? Tell his daughter that her dad is an old man, and see what happens.
He's an old man. He's creepy. He's disgusting. He shouldn't be back. Fuck Brock Lesnar. I hope his match absolutely fucking tanks.
He ripped his pants too. Don't forget that.
You know what's kind of funny? I was watching SmackDown. I'm like, wow, I wonder what color his underwear is. And he goes, they're blue. I was like, he's talking to me.
I was actually in an Uber today, and the guy had a Brock Lesnar action figure on his dashboard, and I'm not even kidding.
That's dedication.
Wow.
That's strange.
It's also very strange.
Facing away from facing out the window, which I thought was also an interesting choice. But
got to deter onlookers from getting in your car. Yeah, you put Brock Lesnar out the window. I get it. I totally get it. So yeah, that concludes all of our predictions for the show, and this is coming towards the end of Slackapalooza, and it was not an honor or a privilege, but it is my duty to be like, hey, Slack, thanks for being on the show. Did you enjoy your Slackapalooza? The one time only we'll ever do Slackapalooza.
Yeah, it was a fun time. You know, like it felt very welcoming. I feel a little love, I think. And yeah, it was just I always enjoy being on the show, regardless of the running crap. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed my time as always.
Your enthusiasm, I can feel it all the way in the States here, Slack.
It's been a long day, sir. It's been a long day.
Understandable. That's why I work from home. Anywho, Slack, where can they find you?
Slack style at pretty much everything. Instagram, Twitter. That's basically it, actually. Slack style on Twitter, Slack style on Instagram, and we post fun stuff. I think. I tweeted a lot about Big Brother, so if you're into Big Brother, maybe drop a follow. My Twitter account is mostly Big Brother at this point. Yeah, my Twitter account is mostly Big Brother at this point.
We will definitely keep that in mind. I guess I don't freaking know. So all right, now we have the big question here is, what do we invite Slack back for in the next 2 years? Because we're going to forget next year. I can guarantee that, Slack.
When WWE officially buys AEW.
Well, they might buy TNA first.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen.
It's looking like it's probably going to happen. I don't know.
I know. Although
maybe we can do maybe next year or something like that. We'll do we'll preview Bound for Glory and it'll be called Slack for Glory.
They'll be like, oh, come into Peacock, the TNA library.
I could do next week's AEW review.
We don't need you back that soon, Slack. I'm not gonna lie.
Jesus. Wow.
Oh, how about what's the thing they do in January? It's really dumb.
Wrestle Kingdom?
No, the AEW.
No.
They call it like
Winter is coming.
Winter is falling.
Winter is coming. Yeah, we can do winter is coming.
Winter's coming.
Slack is coming. Dot.
Yeah.
What if like one of Slack's sports team like makes a championship?
Okay, we're gonna use
what are your sports teams?
Let's wait for 5 years then.
Oh, I don't really watch like basketball or football or anything like that, but like for hockey, it's the Washington Capitals.
All right, yeah, we've got some time for that one to happen. All right.
For soccer, it's Manchester United. You got decades before we fucking win another fucking championship.
Are you sure you want to make this bet, Slack?
Yeah, I'm convinced that Man U doesn't win.
Well, I mean, the Blue Jays are going to win the AL East, so you at least got something.
Yeah, Blue Jays. Obviously, like we love our birds here.
Yeah, but like make a championship, Will.
I don't know. I think the Jays could maybe.
Hey, the last time Blue Jays won a championship, Slack wasn't alive. That counts for something.
Touch it all, Joe.
That's true.
Yeah.
Touch it all, Joe.
94, right?
93.
91,
93?
92,
93.
They won back to back, 1993.
Yep.
Yeah.
Touch it all, Joe.
96.
Wow.
Right.
Maybe.
So you won 96? The Yankees won in 96.
The Yankees did win in 96.
You know who won 95? Nobody. There was a strike.
Wow.
It could have been the Expos.
It should have been the Expos. It should have been the Expos.
The Expos. Well, we're now the Nationals.
They won 2019, 2020.
We have a
19,
TNA
19.
library on the Sportsnet app. You guys always get the good stuff. Anywho.
We do.
Not all the good stuff, so like, but we'll make do with whatever.
You guys have the right. You guys have the right way to watch WWE and syrup. Enjoy
I think the state of everything right now. I think Canada
and Beavertail
right now. Poutine
and Beavertail. Fabulous.
Poutine is pretty good.
Oh yes, all dressed chips are also fantastic.
Okay, so
Expos did not win the series in '94. That did not happen.
Butter tarts.
You say what?
Butter tarts apparently are like pretty like apparently like you guys don't have them. I don't know. I read that somewhere.
We have Pop Tarts, but butter tarts is a foreign thing for me.
You guys actually don't have butter tarts?
Not to my knowledge. This is the first time I've ever heard of it. Butter tarts seems like the punchline to a joke that I would do.
No, they're really good. Like you should look them up. They're pretty good. You can sometimes have them with like raisins.
Oh, it's '94 series that was canceled. The '95 series was won by the Braves.
Yeah, whatever. Next time I'm in your country, Slack, I'll look up butter tarts. So
go for it.
Yeah, I will make sure not to inform you either. Anywho, folks, it's time for Slack. Are you staying for the post show?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, we can do something post show. I've gotten really into Am I the Asshole again. So
fuck yeah.
I got really into it, so
nice.
We're gonna do that. So with that being said, let's get the show on the road and move to the post show really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening. What the hell is going on?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go after the outro.
Yeah, I think Boris is causing a.
Oh, I thought that was Slack's dad.
Okay, let's restart this. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 422, the first and last ever Slackapalooza featuring our Junior AEW Correspondent, Slack. I have been your host, King Ricky Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR_podcast across all social media platforms. Like, share, subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. The link to all of our subs is in the description below, or if you're watching us, it's literally the QR code that is above my little window here. If you're listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, and follow Wrestle Addict Radio socials at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word, everywhere else. Again, the links to all of that are in the description below. Will Tarashok.
Kay Murphy, should I go and see Hot Mulligan in concert? Do you know who they are?
I know of them. I don't really listen to them, but I've heard they're good live.
All right. So I'll consider that a maybe. That's right back where I started. I gotta go listen. My friend was like, "Yeah, $90 tickets in Brooklyn. You want to go in November?" I'm like, "Ooh, maybe." So
I've heard good things. I just don't follow them.
Well, I'll let you know. That's all I got. Kay Murphy.
It is the bottom of the 6th. The Mets are winning 8-2.
Ooh, fancy.
Yes, you can find me on social media at KAE_FABE. And I have nothing left. I got to finish the summer. I turned pretty today.
yes, you definitely do, man. So when we come back next week, Slack will not be here, thank the Lord. We will talk about WrestlePalooza. We will talk about AEW All Out, probably with Fretz, who was actually going to be there. And we'll just see what the hell goes on in the world of wrestling. Hopefully there's not another Saudi thing announced, although Tom Brady is going to be playing flag football in Saudi, because that's a thing. Literally, that's true. Yes, I will tell you on the post show. So until
now that's a good am I the asshole. I missed my kid's birthday to play flag football in Saudi Arabia.
So until next week, folks, goodbye. Good night. We'll see you soon. Oh my God, we get to say it. He's here now. Oh my God, I totally forgot.
Count of 3.
Yeah, ready?
Yep.
Yeah. 1,
2, 3.
Fuck you,
Slack.
Oh my God, greatest ending ever. We'll see you next week. Sans Slack.
Bye.
This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.
Yankees are winning 10-1.
Hell
Very
yeah.
nice.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Go tend
Thanks
to
for
whatever's going
coming,
on in your
Slack.
kitchen.
Bye.
Good seeing you.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
All right. There you go.
There they go.
There they go. All right. I got to find a good Am I the Assholes. I haven't been on in a while, but it's been like on my FYP on the Tiki-Taki for a while. And I'm like, oh, these are really interesting now.
There's an entire subreddit for it.
I'm on it right now.
Okay, good.
Looking for a good one.
Just sort by top over the last week.
Let me see. Oh, that's such a dick move. By the way, thanks Joe Nucci, and I was gonna call him Friar Canuck, but it's Kevin, right?
Friar Canuck, yeah, it's Kevin.
Yeah, it's Kevin. Thanks, Kevin, for being on for contributing to the show. Charles here as well. I do need to tend this Am I the Asshole. I do need to kind of do newest ones. These are good. That's funny. Wow, this is interesting. This is okay. This one is relatively new, within the last 36 minutes. So this is very fresh. It has barely any comments. Okay, so this one says, "Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend's parents I'd rather buy a video game than save money?"
Depends on the game, man.
What's
what
the
game you buying?
Well, here we're going to go. It says, I, 25 male, started dating this girl, Jude, 23 female, from work. We have been dating for a few months, but things have been moving rather quickly. At first, when a mutual friend told me she was interested in me, I asked if she was looking for something casual or a serious relationship. The friend told me she said she's okay with casual, and we started dating. I like spending time with her, but I could pick up here and there that she was not really looking for a casual thing. She mentioned that she wants to have kids, get married, and form a family in a very casual way in conversations with me or other coworkers. She never pressured me, but I don't know how to respond when she brings these subjects. A few days ago, when she asked me to come with her to a very cultural party from her community, she is ethnically Indian. Oh, okay, this makes sense.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. This broad is first generation American, and that's where it all goes south for this kid.
Yeah. Her whole family would be there. I was kind of hesitant, but I agreed. So at this point, knowing the ethnically Indian culture, and as well as people of color, as I am one, if you're being brought around the family, this is not casual.
Correct.
Yeah.
Telling you that right now.
I think that's just across the board now.
Yeah, I you would assume, but different.
For the most part, yeah, I would say for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless your parents are also trashy hoes.
Yeah. I was kind of hesitant, but I agreed. During the party, I met her sisters and her parents, who are very conservative. Didn't see that coming. I exchanged a few polite words. Yeah, right. I exchanged a few polite words with them, very small talk, and then when Jude wasn't around, they dropped the bomb. Are you saving money to buy a house and form a family? This is so on point.
That is okay. That is inappropriate.
Yes, I get it. Yeah,
I'm out.
So,
He's not the asshole. You can end it there. He's not the asshole.
Yeah. It said, "Do you have anything you want to ask us?" Was the next question that they requested. He goes, "I immediately panicked. I'm pretty sure we're asking in the most weirdly way possible what my intentions with their daughter are, because they are."
Yep.
So I answer, "I'm saving money to buy a Nintendo Switch and maybe travel," and left the conversation.
Nice. That's my guy. My guy right there. What type of guy?
Honest.
He's not the asshole. He's honest.
Yeah, honest.
He's
Hey,
honest.
man, honestly is the best policy, right? That's what we're going with here?
No,
Yeah, I know.
Is it more?
There's more. It says, "I know I could have handled that better, or maybe..."
No, you did
more,
fine. You did
No, you
fine.
did perfectly.
or maybe been more upfront with my goals with Jude, but I'm terrible when back.
Well,
back to the
that's
wall.
where you fucked up.
Yeah. The party was 2 days ago, and Jude has been different with me since, but she didn't mention anything. I feel bad and could use some advice.
All right, advice.
Walk away,
First
bro.
off,
Walk away.
no,
not necessarily.
Bad advice.
Bad advice.
Good advice. When your girlfriend asks you, "Hey, do you want kids?" you tell her yes or no. You don't go, "Hey, well, the Switch is coming out," right? Like, you just be honest. Now,
But also,
her parents,
Jude said, yeah.
You're not the asshole, but you fucked up. You done did fucked up.
But under what he said, he was like, Jude, he was under the impression that they were just doing the casual thing.
Yeah.
Soon as she mentioned, "Hey, I want to bring you to this family event," you should have been like, "Whoa,
Yeah, wait a minute.
what is going on?
What are we?
Yeah, what is going on?" Because if this is casual, I'm not supposed to be meeting your family.
Yeah.
Like what are my expectations? So yeah, I don't think he's the asshole here. But listen, sometimes when you panic, you got to be honest. Just get it out.
Yeah, man, you're 25 years old. Save for a Switch and travel. That's totally acceptable and fine. If your girl's not cool with that, maybe she's not the right fit for you. Guess what? You're 25 and your dick works. Go have fun.
Yeah. Again, she said casual, and so he has to work under the premise of casual.
Right.
Yeah,
but if she's giving clear hints and she's Indian, casual doesn't really exist in that culture for most Indian girls.
Yeah,
that is correct.
Right? I mean, that's a generalization, but that generalization is typically correct now. I've met a few Indian girls in my time like to have a little bit of fun, especially in college, but that's what college is for. This girl seems like she's out of college, so this is the time she's starting to think, okay, what's my next 5 years going to look like? Typically, that's being in a serious relationship, get married, and plan for kids.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely not the asshole with that.
The key here is honesty. Now, luckily, you were very honest with the parents, but you kind of fucked up.
Yeah, dude's got to hang out at a bar for some garbage pickup at closing. I wish I was 25 again. Never should have gone in the first place. Exactly, Sir Charles. That is, never should have gone in the first place. Should have said, whoa, pump the brakes here.
It's funny. I told Jazz, "Hey, when am I meeting your parents?"
Really?
It's like she had met mine.
How long into your relationship was that?
Oh man, that's a good question. Maybe a year, just under a year.
Mm-hmm.
When did I meet your parents? How long were we dating? Under a year.
Good job, Will.
A little over a year.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I was like, "Hey, at some point, I gotta meet your family."
That's a long
she's
time.
She's like, "I know."
That's a long time, is it not?
That's pretty long, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, she'd met my family. God, how many times? Lots.
That happens sometimes. At least in my
life, again, I know. Again, like it's different with first generation American parents.
That is very true.
In kids, it's a different dynamic. It's a different expectation.
Yeah,
it's a little more awkward at times. It was a little more awkward for her to introduce me than it was for me to meet them. She had never introduced a boyfriend to her parents before.
Yeah.
She didn't have friends over the house growing up.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Right, the parents you come home and do homework and you hang out with the family. We don't trust other people. We don't trust other parents' kids or other kids' parents.
Yeah, that I
so culture shocks. Different cultures do different things.
Different strokes for different folks. Yeah.
Like Jazz in this house, we're American. We're having sleepovers. That's happening.
Start making a tent in the living room.
Yeah, she's like, "Would you let your kids have a sleepover?" I'm like, "Yeah." What do you mean? Of course. I'm like, I don't want to meet their parents first. Make sure I'm not weird.
Of course, you vet.
I wouldn't let you go to a stranger's kid's house, but do I know their parents through sports or the school activities or have I talked to their parents? Yeah, I let the kids go sleep over.
Yeah, I'm not finding any good one, but I think that's a good one for now.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, I mean, it was done 36 minutes ago, so.
Well, hope you send him a link.
What's up?
Send him a link. Be like 2 hours in, you get your answer.
Exactly. Go to this mark.
This time code.
There's another one that was posted 17 minutes ago that I'm semi-interested in, but let me just do a quick refresh to see what we got.
Go to ChatGPT, but give me a fake Am I the Asshole prompt.
Yeah, right.
This one's not bad. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for not going to a diner at a sushi restaurant for my girlfriend's birthday because I can't eat fish/seafood?
Ooh, yes. Context.
Go
please.
on, Slack.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, so it reads, "Hello, I am a 29 male. I can't eat fish or seafood. It's not that I." Okay. This is already a dick move, in my opinion. I can't eat fish or seafood. It's not that I'm allergic. If someone next to me is enjoying a plate of fish or lobster, I'm not going to be sick. I can even nibble on a bit without trouble. But if I even eat a tiny bit too much, one sushi might be the limit, I'll turn green and start violently emptying my digestive tract from both ends. Not great. So recently,
that sucks.
Yeah, it's an intolerance.
Recently, it was my GF 32 female's birthday. At home with the kids, 5 and 8, we celebrated properly. We went to a Greek restaurant with cake and gifts. That
properly Greek.
Yeah, That being said, my mother-in-law, 60, organized another birthday party over the weekend with all the in-laws. She chose to have it at a sushi restaurant. My in-laws are well aware that I can't eat fish or seafood. We've been together for more than 8 years now, so it's a known fact that I turn into a puke goblin when I eat fish/seafood. It's not a once-in-a-lifetime kind of deal. The previous dinners were a challenge as well. It was a takeout sushi restaurant once again at the mother-in-law's house. Sure, they got me some rotisserie chicken for the evening, but I was made fun of with snarky remarks such as I should join the kids' table with my chicken. Or
jokes on them. Rotisserie chicken is amazing.
Not gonna lie, we do that with my aunts. My aunts who like well done meat. So I get that.
That's sacrilege, though.
See, exactly.
Or we're all happy you can't eat it. That leaves more for the rest of us. I understand those were supposed to be light jokes, but being singled out and made fun of isn't what I call a nice evening.
Get over it. Be a man. Christ.
And even coping with the jokes, it's also the fact of not being included. This is not an isolated case. It has happened more than once, more than I can actually count. The idea of once again being made fun of and singled out started to really depress me, and after some thoughts, I decided I would set up a boundary. If an event is specifically organized around eating some foods I can't partake in, I will simply not accept the invite. No grudging, no hard feelings. Just not for me. It felt great to come to this decision, not going to lie. But all this thought process concluded the day before the dinner party. When I told my GF, she wasn't happy. Quote, "You can't cancel the day before, and you should have said something earlier, or there are other options for you. It's not a deliberate choice against you, etc." But in the end, I told her it was important for me at this point in my life, at my age, to be able to set boundaries and tell people, no hard feelings, but this is a no-go for me. I also volunteered to tell my mother-in-law and assume the guilt trip that I know will come. But at the end of the day, it is my decision, and I would also let her choose if I keep the kids that night or if she wants to bring them along to the restaurant. My girlfriend ended up agreeing and understanding. I then proceeded to politely excuse myself from the evening, citing the real reason: I just don't partake into fish and seafood related events. Sure, the mother-in-law was all drama, but I stood my ground politely. But that got me thinking, did I make the right move? Also, then that's it.
I'm gonna go with.
I think he's in the clear.
I think
he's not 100% in the clear, but he's in the clear. Listen, man, you often take the kids off your hands.
If people are aware of your problem and then still do it, I feel like that is like. But at the same time, it's like it's hard to like if there's a party of 20 and only one person can't eat seafood, it's hard to say to the other 19, "Hey, we're not going to do sushi because this one guy can't do it."
Yeah,
I mean,
the
we did a Brazilian steakhouse with 2 vegetarians for my birthday, and they got over it. They got over it.
They also had some really banging salad too.
Yeah, they got really good food, so they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, I think what it is. So like, my mother has an allergy to like, not seafood, but like, my mother can't do hibachi because if it's not well ventilated, she'll just have like an attack or whatever, like a respiratory issue.
Yeah.
So like, for people who are like that, I get why you wouldn't go to a place like it's airborne for my mother, but it's not airborne for him. He has to ingest it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
You know, and so like I lean towards suck it up, be a supportive spouse, and just go. Like, you don't.
But he's not a spouse though. It's his girlfriend.
That's true, but like, whose kids are they then?
They're hers from a previous relationship, based on the way it looks.
Interesting. Yeah. So like, and
especially he didn't say our kids, he said the kids.
The kids. Okay. So even like, I understand. Like, I lean towards just be supportive of your spouse, of your significant other. We won't say spouse. Sorry.
Yeah, because he also uses in-laws. Just like,
exactly.
So what are you? I'm confused.
Yeah. What are you guys doing here?
Yeah. I didn't even clue into that until just now. That's weird.
So that's what I'm leaning towards. Like, and again, also he said they had quote unquote the proper dinner beforehand. So like, you got your cake, you ate it, now let her have her cake and eat it too. Like, I lean towards be like, you know, it's not your birthday. You know,
yeah,
I'm going to plenty of events where I'm just like, oh, I can't have it, but I'm still going to come and support you.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example for me where I you know, with my Crohn's, I don't eat like fiber, so it's like, oh, it's like an all vegetarian place. I'm like, well, no, I'm not going. It's like, I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, seafood, it's like he gets generally sick. It's like my family, my mom, my aunt, and my cousin, we're all Italian, mind you, have like a garlic intolerance. So it's like they can eat garlic, but it'll upset their stomachs. But we always go to Italian restaurants because we're fucking Italian. So they ask the waiters, it's like, hey, what do you have that doesn't have garlic, or can you not put garlic in it? So like, yeah, they suck it up. I think what this guy fucked up is he didn't communicate it well enough in advance. He did the day before because he was stewing on it. Mistake number 1.
Yeah, that is a big mistake. Yes.
Yeah, I don't care that your family makes fun of you. Welcome to being part of a family. 2, but 3, I think he had a good compromise where it's like, hey, I'll watch the kids. You go enjoy the night with your family.
Asshole self-control is interesting.
It's especially since like we already had a birthday with us and our family. You go enjoy that with you and yours, since I can't really do this thing, and I don't want to ruin your evening. So should he have gone? Maybe. Especially with poor communication, probably. But I think he did his best to make up for it. So asshole.
Slightly.
Yeah, I can see it both ways. If you think he's an asshole, I'm not gonna say you're wrong. But I don't think he's an asshole.
A little selfish, maybe. Like a little. Because like I said, like for him to have like this weird
fucking jackass.
Have like this weird feeling, like it's like oh, you should have changed the restaurant. It's like, again, if there's 20 people at this thing and 19 want sushi, it's like, I'm not gonna change the restaurant. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
Facts. Very much so, facts. All right, should we do one more or should we call it? I gotta find a good one.
Yeah, I gotta get going because I gotta get up. I gotta be up for work in the morning soon.
All right,
Slack. Thanks for coming.
Yep, always a pleasure, my friend.
Thanks for having me on again. Hope it's not another 2 years next time.
No promises, to be honest with you.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Take it easy, my dude.
Have a good night.
Let me see. Gotta find another good one.
What a kid.
What a guy. Let me see.
Ooh, he got spiked. Ow.
So you want to hear something funny? If he just would have gone down. So I don't know if this is like just a response, but somebody wrote, am I the asshole for being mad at my 29 female boyfriend, 27 male, for not wanting to get me sushi?
Wait, 27 female boyfriends? Is that what I just heard?
27 male, so 29 female. But it's a short one. And
so it's like my boyfriend didn't want to get me sushi. Well, I mean, Did he have a long day at work? Is he getting sushi for himself and not for you? Because I'm going to say probably.
She goes, I've been craving sushi for 2 weeks now, and on Saturday I broke my leg, so I'm not able to drive myself. The sushi place that delivers was closed, and I was really craving it today. So I asked my boyfriend if he wanted to drive 18 minutes to get me sushi, but instead he just started preparing dinner, and now I'm mad at him. I'm not the asshole for this.
He's making you dinner. Yeah, shut up. Like there were some times I'm like, I'm going to park my car and move my car, and she's like, "Can you get me Starbucks on the way back?" I'm like, "It depends where I park."
Well, that's true. Knowing where you
live. Totally depends where I park. Am I close to Starbucks? I'm not going past the house to go get Starbucks just to come back to the house. It's not happening.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Am I the asshole for letting my ex-husband hang out in my apartment?
Ooh,
yeah,
spicy.
Yeah, it says edit. I edited in ages and such. So here we go. It says I need to see what people think about this because I don't feel like it's that bad. Go. All right, here we go. So my ex-husband, 38 male, let's say Sasha, and I, 32 female, have 2 young kids, 4 and 5. We've been separated for over 3 years and officially divorced for 2.5. For context, a year after the separation, I fell in love with Kyle, 43 male, a mutual friend of Sasha and me. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've been dating since and now live in 2 different apartments, but we spend a lot of time together on a daily basis. Kyle's an important person in both mine and the kid's life. We all love him very much. Sasha, not so much. He hates Kyle's guts now. Wonder fucking why. Sasha has got a way of ignoring people he doesn't like because that's what you do when you don't like somebody. You kind of ignore them. So sometimes he won't even say hi to Kyle, even though they used to be friends. I wonder why. So now Sasha and I get along fine now that you guys are divorced. It took a lot of work to get to that point, but it's good for the kids. Sometimes when he comes to pick up the kids or drop them off, he used to come in and stay for a moment or a while. Kyle told me it makes him feel weird and uncomfortable, mostly because Sasha is so hostile towards him. I get that, so I reduced.
I wonder why.
Yeah, again, wonder why. Yeah, I get that, so I reduced that and don't ask Sasha inside when he gets the kids or drops them off. However, today was one of the kids' birthdays and I have to work, but Sasha is taking them on a day trip. I let him in the morning and left for work before they were gone. I gave Kyle a little warning that he's there with the kids because Kyle has a key to my apartment, and when I'm gone, he sometimes comes in and gets a coffee or whatever. That's a great perk. So now Kyle is really mad. He feels like his boundaries are overstepped, and it says too much and says it's too much that I allow this. To be honest, I couldn't care less who's in my apartment when I'm gone as long as they don't leave it worse than when they found it. What's between the 2 men doesn't seem that relevant to me. That's something they need to work out. It's totally relevant to you. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh. This is very dumb.
Yes. Am I insensitive here? Sure, Kyle shouldn't feel uncomfortable in or around his own home, but it's not his home, it's your apartment. But should I let him tell me who I can let into my apartment? I love Kyle and I would never get together with Sasha again, even if Kyle wasn't there. And I'm pretty sure Sasha doesn't want to get back together since he's the one that left in the first place. I'm just grateful he's making an effort for his kids and I'm giving him space for that. So that's the whole story. And God, that's a lot to unpack.
Okay, hey, ready? Ready? Watch this. Hey, Jazz. Would I be an asshole if I hung out here with my ex-girlfriend by myself? If I hung out here in the apartment with my ex-girlfriend by myself? She just goes, why would you ask that? So, yeah, there's your answer. Yeah, what a fucking stupid question. Of course she's an asshole. What are you doing hanging out with your ex-husbands in your apartment while your boyfriend is clearly uncomfortable with it?
Yeah, I understand.
Although, to be fair, so...
the children are involved, and I get that standpoint for it.
I mean, if it's his children, take them...
Yeah, it's his children.
So take them somewhere else. While she's not there.
It sounds like she has custody.
Am I the asshole? So yeah, so I mean, like, I got my boss. So her now husband or fiance has an ex-wife, and they're still close, and she is actually good friends with the ex-wife. So it's like the 3 of them just worked it all out because he's got 2-3 kids with her,
and then they have no kids together. I have a friend who's like that too.
So it's like you can make it work, but like it has to be all three of you are constantly on the same page.
Yeah, but also like she literally, I mean, she's a never dude away from being a homie hopper, and I mean that very loosely. Like she married this dude, they got divorced, it didn't work out, and then fell in love with the friend.
Yeah,
that
happens.
I listen, I get it.
It's weird,
like,
but it happens.
I get it, but God, I get he's the one that left, but like that's still a tough pill to swallow. It's still like it also depends on how close they were, but it sounds like if he's still holding grudge, it was probably like they were probably really close. You know, like they're but like it's also like it's her place, so her current boyfriend doesn't really have a say in it, really, but he also does have a key, so it's a
yeah. I mean, if he has his own apartment, yeah, it is a little. That makes it even more. This is a bizarre story, but yeah, normally I'd be like, yeah, just don't do that, like ever. Don't hang out with your ex by yourself, ever.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you want to come in? Yeah. You know, that's a good question, Charles. Why did he leave in the first place?
Because it's weird.
It's very weird. We were missing context, but that's a weird one.
Yeah,
that's a good. I don't know. It's a good thought piece. It's a good thought piece, but that is a weird one.
Yeah, if I found out that like, hey, Jazz is here with her ex-boyfriend, I'd be like, guess who doesn't want to be here?
Me. You know, yeah. Oh God, that's a weird one. But we're gonna end on that one because I like how that one ended. That was
so. Yeah, girl, you're an asshole. Sorry.
Yeah, it's already been labeled as everyone sucks, and I kind of tend to agree with that one too. I was like, everyone kind of sucks in this scenario. So, God, oh yeah, that's a good thought provoker right there. But anyway, folks, you're good, Will, because I'm good. I'm ready to head out.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're out of here, and we will see you guys all next week. On Slack, obviously. So thank you guys for staying. Thank you guys for being part of a chat. You guys are welcome back anytime. And Frets, maybe we'll have you on next week. We can talk about All Out. So till next week, see you.